Alright, guys.
Fucking live, boys.
What's up, boys?
It is the 10th of October, 2021, and we have, I can't believe we got this guest. I mean,
the myth, the legend.
He's one of the most important figures through the pandemic. We have Dr. Anthony Fauci. Yes.
Yo, dude, don't insult me like that.
Crawling side.
Oh my god, dude.
No.
This is the main homie right here, John, dude.
People don't know how in the OFC era of the Street Fighter 4 scene in San Diego, North County, like John was like the main TO guy, and he sacrificed a lot of hours to make sure that we all got to play and have a good time, and he's one of the unsung heroes of the North County SD area FGC from like 2011 to like 2016 or
Has
something.
it been that fucking long?
Yeah,
something like that.
Jesus Christ.
It just flies by, bro. Sometimes I just like, it feels like it was just yesterday.
That's real, dude.
You know what I mean?
Like, it was just yesterday that Asian kid threw up in the bank. Like, dude, I remember. Dude, I fucking remember.
That kid, dude, that guy's like a real good player, too. You know
Yeah, he's
right?
great at fucking anime games and shit, but dude, all I remember is him puking on the fucking carpet.
Bro.
He went outside and just like checked. Dude,
Yeah,
that guy is like
too
that
much.
guy. I always see that guy, and he's like top. He's like a top player.
That's the craziest.
Yeah.
And he walks around with like a cowboy hat and like a briefcase.
Yes!
He has
That's
like
right.
He has like a suitcase with like anime games in it and shit. You're like,
Dude, it's
what
some
the
real
fuck?
shit.
That's cool.
No, he's a badass. Yeah, that
Love
guy. He liked to drink too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Yes,
Like,
he-
right when that opportunity came, bam, all of it just...
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a little bit of an alcoholic, but I mean, come on.
You know?
I mean,
Yeah.
what are we doing here, guys? Come on.
Sometimes that's like,
Wasted John. We're here with Wasted
Oh, God, dude. Okay, we going down that story? Because I'm ready for that. God,
You're
that
like one of
name.
the only people who actually like, you know, out of the whole crew, like not a lot of people got nicknames. You're like a fighter in that regard. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like if you're a fighter, right? You don't make a nickname up.
No,
yourself,
right?
dude,
Like
I
the
tell
people-
fucking everybody that. It's like, you want to make a name for yourself, have someone fucking give it to you.
Yeah,
That's a real nickname.
You got your name given to you. And
Yeah.
it's very. I'm jealous of that fact. You know what I mean?
Hell
Like
yeah.
we all came in with our own like OFC legend, like
Yeah,
Sean.
yeah.
Legend of what? Like, what are you a legend of? I mean, you know what I mean? It's like he came in with that shit. It's like
Yeah.
he was like the worst soccer player I've ever seen in my life. Do you used to watch Legends of the Hidden Temple or something?
Bro, Blue Barracudas.
You, like,
Blue Barracudas,
survive,
baby.
like,
remake's coming out this weekend, dog.
Is it real?
Yeah.
Oh,
dude.
I'm so
It's
ready.
an adult version, though.
I'm
But
ready,
I'm like,
dude.
are they gonna have the same games?
I know,
The
right?
fucking Shrine of the Silver Monkey still gonna
Yes.
fuck-
Yeah, it's like, just can't fucking put three pieces
Torsos on
together.
their head, yeah, they're like, ah. So good.
I just remember one episode that was so fucking bad, dude. Like, it was the one where like they had to run and duck under like the big swinging ball,
Oh, my
and this
God.
kid got fucking whacked. And when he got up, like the way it came back, and it was like, dude, lay down still. He gets up like all concussed and shit, and then the ball just like spikes his head like straight into his spine, and he's just like, and the camera changes, and it's like the kid is just like. Just dead body just on the ground. I was like, oh my god.
You just see a temple guard like walking him out.
Like, throw him into Omac's mouth. He's like, arms sticking out of his mouth. It's like, yeah, dude.
Oh fucking shit, dude.
The Omax, dude.
Yeah, dude.
That's funny as
For
fuck.
sure.
Oh god. Yeah. So you actually had a real name. You got that got given to you.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
it was
wonder
pretty-
by who, too.
I mean, we all did, right?
It was you, motherfucker! You shouted it out in the middle of the hotel room!
Okay. All right. Well, I'll take credit for that.
Yeah.
I remember. I wasn't wasted, so you know.
Yeah, okay. Bro, okay. Alright, let's get into this story real quick. It's at least how I remember it.
Was it the first SoCal regional?
Yeah.
They all went to like.
Yeah, when there was like
Yep.
32 people in one hotel room. We had a fucking ironing board set up for one of the fucking
so
consoles. You remember that?
Yeah.
That was great. So I was fucking making drinks for everybody because everyone wanted drinks.
I remember that.
I remember Kingsley wanted a special one. You guys remember Kingsley?
Yeah.
Asian kid with the glasses.
been a while.
But I was like taking just little sips of it everywhere, so I wasn't like drunk by any stretch of the imagination. You guys will say whatever you want.
Yeah, sure.
But I was trying to get out to the balcony because Jordan was smoking on the balcony. I was just gonna go out there and chill. It was fucking hot as fuck in there.
Jordan, that's who it was.
God,
that's
bro.
that was the guy I was trying to talk about yesterday.
Oh, Jordan?
Yeah, I remember Jordan, dude.
Yeah, I still talk to him.
He's like, he has like world records in speed runs and
Yeah,
shit.
That's
no.
so epic.
He's like a badass. He's real quiet.
Yeah.
It like came to me in a dream. I just like woke up and I was like, whatever happened to him? Like I was like freaking out.
Do you still hang out with them?
Yeah, he programs down for a company in San Diego.
That's so sick,
That's
dude.
tight.
Yeah, he's doing great.
That's
Good.
So
good.
I was trying to.
Second best guy, dude, at OFC.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, probably the best. Let's be real.
It's almost better than
You're a Zengi player. Don't kid yourself.
Oh, I got a story about that. I hope you don't forget.
So anyway, I'm making drinks. I'm trying to get to the balcony, and there's a fucking sea of goddamn people in here. So I get on the bed, and I just don't realize that the ventilator shaft's hanging down, right?
So like, yeah. So the ceiling is
it's
about
like
2 feet higher than that.
Yeah.
But there's like a little. Like a vent cut out to
exactly.
So the AC duct comes through and pushes air out that vent. And yeah, so what
So
happened?
I just didn't notice it, and I run headfirst into it, okay? And, like, I'll tell you, it's like one of those movie moments where everyone just fucking stops what they're doing. All the games pause.
Yeah.
And then I just sit down and, like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. And then Rico, out of the sea of silence, that motherfucker's wasted. That's wasted John. I'm like, oh, boy. And then the laughter just erupted, and I could never avoid it.
The legend was born
So
that
yeah,
day.
the legend was born that day. And you know, it's like I tried to avoid it, but you might as well embrace that.
You have to.
You
That's
just have
cool
to
though.
kind of
I mean,
embrace
because
it.
no one gets a name given to them really.
Mm-hmm.
Not often.
Right.
People usually come in with some like stupid fucking name they have. And,
Yeah.
Like, we don't have cool stories like. Some like I actually like pay attention to shit like that, like hearing people's like, I'm like, so how'd you get it? They're like, oh, it's a mixture of these two things or something cool. J Smack has a really cool origin story for his name. It's like his name was supposed to be J Smack, like Jason Berger, like from Dragon Ball Z. Or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
It's supposed to be J Smack, and then whenever he told the guy what it was, they wrote down J Smack.
That's so.
And then so he's like, fuck it, I'll keep it. So
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
That's cool too. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And like, but it's like to actually have like a name given to you. It's like a fucking, it's like
It's a badge of honor.
Yeah, it's definitely a badge of honor.
It's like a
for
more
sure.
like more prestigious. I hold it in a higher. What the fuck?
You want my liquid death, bro?
higher. Yeah, I don't know. It's cool. It's cool.
He wants to see
Wasted John.
better.
But wasn't that the tournament? I remember that. I'm pretty sure it was that one. I was all like, were we all going in OFC?
Yeah,
dash?
that was the OFC stuff. Yeah.
So we were all. I was checking in. It was UC Irvine. It was SoCal Regionals. This was like 2012.
Oh, it was a while ago.
2011.
God, fucking shit.
I would say 11, but it
It must have been
12,
2011.
Because this was original Street Fighter 4, right?
Yeah.
It's
No,
just
no,
original?
it was Super.
It was Super?
Was
Okay.
it Super?
It was
Holy
2011,
shit.
I think.
I remember that night
Because we all started going to OFC like October 2010.
Yeah, and Super just came out with Yoon being fucking stupid.
No, Yoon wasn't out yet. Yoon,
Oh, that was arcade,
That was
right.
arcade edition. That's when we all like started playing competition.
Yeah.
But pretty much. But like, no. And I remember I was signing up, and he's like OFC. Like Vi was doing the sign up.
Yeah.
And he's
That's
like,
so cool.
OFC, like, what is? I've seen another person with this name. He's like, where are you guys from? I was like, we're from. We play out of Oceanside, like San Diego, like northern San Diego County. And he's like, oh, okay, cool. It's cool seeing like a group of people coming out. I was like, dude, we're taking over, man. I was like, we're gonna fucking win this tournament. And he's like, what? I was like, yeah, dude. And he's like, who's your best player play? I was like. I said Bison because I'm a fucking. I should have like been like fucking Sakura legend, dude. OSC legend. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I, of course, I was like trying to like start as much shit as possible.
Yeah.
But that was a lot of fun. That was like
Mm-hmm.
that was the last time I ever ate Taco Bell. I was like, I've never dude. Like we walked over there and it was like In-N-Out was blown up and we're like, let's just get Taco Bell and like we got Taco Bell and like. We ate, and like on the way back, I like practically shit my pants, and I was like, you know what? I'm done with
One
this.
and done, dude. Yeah,
I'm too old for this shit, dude. I'm 21 years old. Like, what am I doing?
Was that the tournament where you found the fucking that random like Holiday Inn or something? Was that SCR?
Yeah, well, maybe, because Jake... Yeah, I think it was.
I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was.
Because
that was the Motel 6.
You're like, just go to these string
with
tags. Yeah, you're like...
No. That was a different one.
Was that? Okay.
When he hit his head... It might have been the next year, bro.
I think it was the next year.
Oh, I think it was.
Because when he hit his head, we were staying at like a
nice one.
We were at a cool place.
Well, it was nice because I remember that night me and Drew were like, yo, you want to go smoke? And we're like, yeah. So we like walked down to the pool and a fucking like security guard comes out with like an MP5. I remember that, like, doing a patrol. And we like buried ourselves in these bushes. We were like freaking the fuck out, dude. We were like, what the fuck? Like we like ran back to the room.
Yeah, because we stayed like a nice ass hotel. That next year, we didn't all stay in the same room. There was too many people. Mm-hmm. And I was like, we'll just freeball it. And then, like, all the white people in the other room were like, let's book our hotels on booking.com or something. I was like, you guys are fucking... I was like...
I forgot about the button, dude.
So, and then we had to stay, like, in a blood-splattered hotel room. Yeah. Like, sirens going off all night long and shit. Jake's pillow had blood on it when he woke up in the morning. He's like,
that was for me, too. I felt so bad. I struck my ear the night before, dude, and, like... I was like, Jake, let me get that pillow. I just like laid on it and like got up and there was just like a blood ring on it. I was like, oh fuck, God. Bro. It's like BSP was born that day, dude. God damn it.
But yeah, no, and then there was the night. Didn't Will bring Vi back to our room one time?
He brought Vi back, yeah, and then Vi said, yeah, that was the same night that Yipes came in, stoned out of his fucking mind, looking for Marvel money matches.
He's like, this is the Marvel 2 money match.
Yeah, I was like,
what?
That's how big of a crew we had because like people are walking by like, what's going on?
Yeah,
here?
exactly.
Like, nothing. Like,
yeah, it's just like Stanfree and fucking like.
Oh fuck,
too tall and like all these random old OSC people.
Yeah, dude.
Like, what is going on right now?
Right.
There's like a million people in there.
That was so cool.
But people come to. Didn't Mark Teddy come by and like Richard like body?
I think so, dude.
I think that did happen.
That shit was so funny. Dude. Mark Teddy's like, I'm the fucking greatest player in America. Like Richard like 10-0'd him and he like walked away like just with his tail between his legs. And we're like, hell yeah, dog.
Good games, bro.
We were so cool back then, dude.
I know.
It was good times.
God,
good fucking times.
I wish we were half as cool as we were back then. You know?
Well, it was a more free time.
Yeah.
We were free, dude.
There was no can. You could just like openly like molest people. And I'm like, I'm just kidding.
Shout out to Smash.
We just be like jerking each other off like in the fucking tournament.
Yeah. You lose a match, you're trying to like de-stress them and shit. Like, come on, brother. Like, yeah.
None of that's true. None of that is true.
Oh my god, dude. It's like a shoulder rub, dog.
There was a lot more gay shit going on. We'd all sleep in the same bed and shit.
Dude, yeah.
It was like...
It'd be like an extra bed. We'd all be like huddled in one. Like, what the fuck?
Like, yeah, in one time. That really did happen one time.
It's like, what, 4 people to a bed, dude? It's a fucking nightmare.
Oh, we didn't get any extra roll in bed, bro. We didn't do any of that shit, dude.
You know, that shit was funny.
Oh, man.
That shit was
Fucking
funny.
shit, dude.
I fucking remember we were in we were doing Evo. Dan stayed with us, and people got pissed at me because I didn't make him pay, but I would pay for him. But god damn it, that motherfucker! I swear it was like one of those movie moments where it's like, you know, the camera's looking at the character and they open the eyes and then like. So like right before they die, right? So I wake up in the middle of the night, right? And I'm just like, my eyes open, and Dan's just like, with like, you know, he's got his fucking mustache and stuff. And I kid you not, 2 seconds after I open my eyes, he's like this, just about to smack me right in the face, asleep. I'm like, what the fuck? And holy fuck, dude, it blew my mind. I was like, how did I just fucking narrowly avoid that? It's like the motherfucker. Yeah, dude, it was trippy as fuck. Like, how the fuck am I gonna let this guy get in my hotel scot-free and then he's about to smack me in the face when I'm sleeping?
There was an allegation against Crowns that I don't even know if I should bring it up because it's kind of fucked up. Well, nah.
That's up to you, man.
Nah, fuck it.
Let bygones be bygones.
Yeah. Water under the bridge.
Yeah. We just know that he had enough money for cigarettes and no one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, fucking knows.
He had no money for anything, and then
part was,
somehow came up on $20. Yeah.
We like went to that liquor store with him that night too. Remember we like dropping him off and like wasn't there like a problem? Like the guy was like, he's like, what's the cheapest pack? Yeah, it's like $5, and he gives him like a 10. He's like, it's not enough, dude. Like we're like, what the fuck? Like it was the best shit. We were freaking the fuck out of it.
Yeah, that happened. That was funny too.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, these were simpler times for sure. They were better. I mean, fighting games were. I think in Super, the game was actually still pretty good.
I liked it a lot.
I actually, whenever AE came out and dude, that game. I mean, maybe I'm just like I'm definitely biased because, like, that was when like the charged characters were like as good as everyone else, and everyone thought they were better for some reason. I'm like, they weren't better. They weren't better. You guys just didn't have patience, and you guys didn't.
Right? Yeah.
You guys were stupid, but they were actually good. Like they were as good as. You know,
no, for sure.
And people had no idea what was going on. They're like, Cammy sucked. She was like top tier. Fucking, you know, everyone was super good in that game. And then they just started the unbalancing, and then they balanced it out by the end, but it was just a different game. And like it was more like just it was not gimmicky, but it's just like, what are we doing? Like, what is this shit? What are we playing now? The game kind of went south for me, but.
There were so many nights where, like, even outside of OFC, there'd be. Remember, we went to your house and we'd have round robins. Like, we would just play, dude. Mm-hmm. Like,
what was up with your mom's like weird doll collection?
Oh god, dude!
I wanted to bring that up, dude. I was like, I was so scared to walk out of the house by myself, bro.
Okay, so I can't tell you why she collects these things. I have no idea, but she does. And yes, they're still there. But by the way, just know that, like, I've never been murdered and they still don't scare me, but their eyes do move every so often. I'm just saying. Like, but I actually, like, when people were going to come over, I was actually going to do that. Is like, when they weren't looking, he's going to start chipping the eyes towards the door just to trip people out. But, like, I don't know. It never freaked me out because I've been around them for so long.
No, for
like,
sure.
All these movies are coming out with little dolls. I'm like, okay, whatever. You know, it's like, whatever, dude. I ain't scared, but, you know.
Dude, they were
John in the fucking doll-infested horror house, dude.
Okay, so funny enough, actually, we actually filmed a horror movie in high school.
And we did too.
and what we did is I was the evil, creepy guy that was just murdering people. So when they found out I had dolls in my house, that was like a good 5-minute scene of just filming dolls. Like as the protagonist walks in, they're just like filming dolls. Like my house is just some horror house.
Dude, I remember you warned us before we got there. Like I walked in, and I was.
I told you, bro.
Holy shit! He was not playing.
I ain't playing around.
Yeah,
dude.
it was an army, dude.
Yeah, like, that was serious business because we've all had that relative.
Oh, yeah.
That's had maybe one or two of the
like Beanie Babies or something
weird.
Something,
you know,
that's under the bed. But
okay.
That's still there.
Oh, I just hit the table. See? But yeah, that was like it was a time when the game was so much fun that even outside of our local tournaments, we'd all get together and play. You know,
we'd play 24/7.
It was
that's all we did. Even whenever we weren't doing tournaments or anything, I was just at Vincent's house playing.
Definitely
playing. It was, and that's how we got good.
I feel like it.
Like, you just gotta play to get good, man.
You gotta play.
Keep playing, dude.
And we were lucky that we had so many people that we could learn so many matchups. I felt like that kind of helped me out.
That was my biggest weakness, was not like playing online more. I never played online, but like you got to see different looks on different characters.
Definitely.
And then I mean, I knew what was punishable with what or whatever. This whole frame data, like versus like, dude, I finally want to acknowledge the FGC Job Squad. I didn't know this was a real podcast until like 2 days ago or something, and I like watched a bunch of episodes of it. And it is weird how there are people that care so much about frame data. Like I can understand how it can like help you think that you understand the matchup better or whatever, but like I knew shit was punishable. I didn't know the fucking I knew my flash kick was 4 frames. Yeah, I could punish it, whatever. But I didn't even know when the thing was gonna end. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Right. Yeah.
So like, like it took me, and I would never just go in training mode and like block everyone's like special moves, and then be like, okay, now I'm gonna practice like reversal timing. Sometimes it'd be some random character that no one played a lot, and they would do something. And I'd have a hard time getting reversal timing because I didn't really know when it was over. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
So, like, whether or not you know it's safe or unsafe, it all depends on how much you practice actually punishing something, or how many. With a game with so many characters, it was kind of a pain in the ass to, like, you know, one of the more like random obscure characters that people
like,
whatever, like, oh, you gotta, and then flash kick. People think, dude, flash kick was. I always say this. I'll hold this shit. In certain eras of that game, flash kick was the best special move in the game. Like, it was it was so good, and people were like, it wasn't even 3 frames. It wasn't even. No, you don't know what you're talking about. Think longer about it, and you'll realize that was like the best special move in the game. Like,
It was pretty good.
it went so far, and it was 4 frames. Yeah, DP's 3 frames. It's invincible.
But
as shit.
hurt boxes,
But it's like
it's
it's
huge.
this big. The flash kick went out. So, like, there was shit that was super safe against everything, because all 3 frame things were like very short.
Right.
But
Definitely.
a 4 frame thing that went like a quarter of the screen, dude. Like, I could punish everything with it. Ryu couldn't even throw a fireball at me.
Couldn't Vega's jumping Fierce get through though and hit your head? I thought that was a thing.
What do you mean? Well, Vega versus Guile is bullshit. Don't worry. Don't worry about Vega. Don't worry about that. I mean, come on. What do we do? I mean, we're not talking about like just the worst matchups of all time. I mean, dude, I hated so many characters in that game.
Oh,
but,
me too, dude.
you know, I didn't
Vega
really.
was one of them that I fucking hated.
I would still
too.
play Guile versus Vega and just get murked and be like, okay, well, I had a good run, but
Paul sent me through a ringer for so long, dude. That was such a hard matchup for me too. That was a weird one, dude. Vega and then Kyle, dude, that El Forte. bro.
God.
That shit. I'd play him like 30 games and be 0-30 and just be like,
Yeah,
he
what the
fucking
fuck
does
just
me.
happened, dude?
like,
This blender,
what the
dude.
Fuck,
and then we'd do the tournament and I'd get further than he would because
Yeah.
yeah, it's El Forte.
yeah, I mean, come on. But against Guile, it was rough out.
Yeah, it was a good character.
And then against that one kid who was Sean's friend, that one Goldie Oldie Moldy Goldie, what's that kid's name? You know what I'm
Hold
talking
on,
about?
Kyle Allen?
Kyle Allen, bro.
Yeah,
This
dog.
guy,
Oh God.
this guy was such an asshole. Like, I'm sorry, fucking Kyle, but like, bro, I'm gonna talk some shit. Your Viper was okay, but he thought that he was really good.
Yeah.
And where is he now, dude?
He's collecting video game systems. That's real.
Yeah.
Is he?
Oh,
Yeah, that's what he does.
You know him?
No, like brief, like no, I just like got to talk to him a bit.
That's
all.
crazy.
But he like
That's
collects
crazy.
games and stuff like that. Collects like the old Nintendo games. I think he got the Champion Edition where it's like 16 copies. It's like worth $500,000 or something like that. I think he.
That's
has
pretty
that.
cool, dude. That's kind of like Chris at my work, dude. Like, there's some
Chris
guys
has a
that,
bunch of shit. Yeah.
that's a cool hobby, though. You know
It's
what I mean?
cool. It's cool, but Chris, what's his name? Fucking not Chris. Wait, your friend
Chris Hong.
Chris Hong's a badass, but
Yeah.
what's the other guy's name?
Kyle
Allen. I'm sorry, Kyle. You can fucking pound sand, bro. Fucking
Mount Sam.
get the fuck out of here, dude. Like, that guy was so weird, dude. And then he's like, he talks so much shit. And then he'd think he was the best, and he would get fucked up by like people, and then he wouldn't come around for like months afterwards. And like, I don't know.
Yeah, that is true.
He was like,
fell
I'll
off.
beat you. I'm so good at Marvel 2, I'll beat you using my feet. I'm like, bro, what? Like, are you talking about? He'd like have like his toes on like the stick and like, I'm like, that guy. I mean, if he played someone who was good at Marvel 2, would he have done anything? I mean,
I don't know.
I think
I really
he just
don't
like
know.
was like, oh, these people don't really know how to play this game. I'm sure he was okay at it, you know what I mean? But like if he played
Like Justin Wong was just gonna Iceman him down the whole fucking time.
yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, could someone play like a C tier team and fucking body you that actually knows how to play? Of course they would. They would have
Yeah.
fucked you up. I don't know. That
Sean,
guy.
man, he was over 2. Him and Peter, dude. Remember Peter?
Sticky Pete.
Yeah, dude.
What about him?
I don't know
Those
if
are
I
2 of his
remember
homies,
Peter.
right?
Yeah, all of Sean's friends. Which
Which one was Peter? He was a forgettable face.
Okay, I guess apparently.
No, you know Peter. Sticky Pete.
Nah, dude, I just don't remember.
He
that.
played Ryu, and he was like Sean's friend, and
Blonde hair.
he was really random. He looked just like a hobo version of Sean. He looked like a alternate universe, like a
Bizarro Sean.
yeah, Bizarro world, homeless Sean.
Fuck, dude, I must have forgot.
Oh shit, dude.
And he's
Apparently a forgettable face, dude, for sure.
He was,
you're probably wasted. So.
Hell yeah,
I kind of
maybe.
always felt for him though, because I felt like he got a lot of shit. And I just like felt bad for him, dude. I was like, poor Peter, dude. Like,
He was a
We all
was a
got
nice
shit
guy.
though, bro.
Yeah,
we all
yeah,
got
but
shit. I was
like-
like, bro, okay, this is what I fucking tell people when I'm talking about the
like I'll
fighting
make fun of
community.
Peter, right? But if some randoms at Evo were like, "Look at this fucking,"
No, you
douchebag,"
defend
I
him.
would have fucking
Yeah.
slept all those fools and put them in a.
I'm the only one who can make fun of him, but like
Yeah,
that was
exactly.
the point,
It's like
dude.
it's like what are you guys talking shit about? Like
Yeah.
you don't know that fucking kid. Like that
that's
guy.
true.
that guy. But no, I'm not gonna say anything like that. But no, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, definitely.
Under our umbrella, we could like talk shit
Yeah,
about
absolutely.
anybody,
But no one outside of that umbrella is talking any fucking
No,
shit.
that's
Beat your
true,
ass.
dude.
I get it.
But it was all in good fun, and I felt like we come from a generation where like, you know, people talk about bullying, man, and it's like we like surpass bullying, dude.
Yeah.
Like I like evolved past it, dude. Like
Yeah, people can talk shit as much as they want. It doesn't even.
yeah.
No, it doesn't
It's like
do shit.
water off a duck's
Yeah,
back, bro.
it's
I'm like, what are you
crazy, bro.
saying? What are you saying to me? You want to die, dude?
People are touchy now, though, dude. You can't even say anything about them. They're just like
They
fucking
can't like
loose cannon,
stand
dude.
up for themselves.
They'll, like,
They can't fucking
leave a tournament because they like lost.
Yeah, I know, dude. They're
Like,
crying away.
yeah.
Fucking. Oh, it's like, dude, but it makes you fucking hard, and like, life's not gonna be this fucking easy breeze, bro. And it's like when you start to like, at least the way that I took it, because like it's weird being an outsider coming into like you know like the
sure.
OFC thing that we started. But
Did you go by yourself?
It was me and Jordan.
Okay,
At
So we
least
both
you
came
had a
together.
homie. That's
Yeah.
cool. That is.
But-
But
got to
Um,
kind of. I mean, it's kind of. It is almost.
It's
You didn't
terrifying,
have
bro.
anybody to go with.
Yeah, I think Will came along. Like, not cool. Will.
Will,
I
Will.
thought he knew
Will
Ed
knew-
and, like,
Will was a
Joe or-
Marine, and he was there before anyone was.
Yeah.
Wilbert went to like Ed's kickback before we even.
before it became like a thing.
I thought the
Kinda.
same thing about Daywalker though. But then he said he
'Cause
like
he knew
met
Joe.
Joe. I thought he knew Ed.
Mm,
Like I don't know. I just thought they all knew each other because they were in the military.
right.
But
Kingsley.
no.
Yeah, Kingsley.
Yeah, like I was like they all
Hold
know
on,
each
but
other.
what's his name? But Chris Daywalker was in the Navy,
Okay.
and Joe and those guys. Well, I don't know what Joe was.
Ed was a Marine.
He was a Marine, yeah. So
Okay.
they're like kind of
Yeah,
jointy, but not really.
yeah.
Like I think he just went because Joe said there was fighting games.
That's so cool though.
Like he's
Yeah.
like, hey, you like playing games? Like come down. Like my homie's doing a game thing. That was such a random thing that we all showed up that one.
It was
night.
that one day, and everyone just showed up.
It was so
It
weird.
was posted on Shoryuken, and I was like, I want to fucking go to this. But like, what we were talking about is like, it's kind of terrifying going by yourself. But like, when you start to realize that when you go enough, you getting bullied is really just you getting love. Like that's when you fucking get it. And like that's how like it really works. Like, if I can fucking make fun of you, I'm not like actually making fun of you. I'm just showing you love in the best way I
Me
can.
and my brother always say it the best. If we ain't fucking with you, then we don't like you.
Exactly.
You know what
That's
I mean?
100. 100.
So, yeah, if I like somebody, I'll even tell them something they don't want to hear. If I
Yeah.
didn't like you, I wouldn't tell you.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? So I feel that way a lot. And like, I never felt intimidated in a weird way. I don't know. When we first went, it was like Step Bros, dude. Like, did we just become best friends? It was like, yep. Like, we're just like measuring our dicks and shit. We're like,
Dude,
yeah.
we rolled out hella deep though.
We
It was
kinda
me,
did.
you, Vince.
I think Chris and his fucking chick came with us. Chris Kasinger and fucking
Kasinger and
Jessica. They
yeah.
left within like 15 minutes because they were like, "That's what I'm talking about."
But Richard
We could've
Richard
been
still
them.
talks about Jessica. He's like, dude, whatever happened to that chick? I was like, don't worry about it, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
she just like fucked up, dude.
you don't want to know, dude. No, I'm just kidding.
She was a cutie. Though,
She was
for
super
sure.
hot, dude.
Yeah,
She was
yeah.
my god. Oh
And she like
my
liked
God.
anime and shit. You're like,
Horrible thing. She has my Nintendo 64, dude. Chris is like, can I borrow
in my
one?
heart, dude. Yeah.
She's like, Chris is like, can I borrow one of your N64s? You have two. I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And then he never gave it back. And then I was like, bro, where's my N64? He's like, Jessica has it. I'm like, do I gotta like, where are you gonna go? Bedroom at night to get it back? I'm just like, hey, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking trolling.
Oh my dude. But I was trying to say that we could have been Chris and Jessica. Like when you're not that passionate about something.
No, but he didn't really play it.
Yeah, but
just loved
he was Kyle Island. He was the Nintendo guy. He like was the gamer dude.
He did.
So
Right.
I always thought like, man, but that was the difference. It's like who's gonna be there and who's gonna fucking be square, bro. Like he left so fast, and I remember being weeded out by that because I was like, you know, like
He's like, oh,
we
you
came
guys
from,
are
like, a
literally
party
gonna
or
play
something.
games for 10
we
hours?
left Tim's
Like,
house. Wasn't
yeah.
he having a party? And we were like, we're gonna go to this fucking tournament. And people were looking at us like, this is the place to be, you know? And like, when we got there and I walked into that house, I was like, no, this is the fucking
Yeah, that
place
shit
to
was
be,
dope,
bro.
dude.
Like, this is a party, boy. Like, we were fucking
It was,
double fisting lumpias and like,
Yes,
fucking, like
dude. Oh my God.
Manzanita souls were just fucking chugging them. Like,
Oh,
it
it
was
was
so much
crazy. It was
fun.
Robert Feist, fucking OFC Crowns. It was Jordan and Wasted John. It was fucking Sean and I think Kyle. I don't know.
There was another able player there. I don't remember his name.
Discount Mizugi. Paul was there. Fucking.
I forget the guy's
I'm trying to
name.
remember all the people who were at that first one.
Did Mabens play?
Mabens.
Did Mabens play Abel or did he play Cody?
No, he played Cody.
I think he
Okay.
played Kobe. Cody. And then Maybans, dude. That guy was so fucking funny, dude.
He was the guy who like kind of started it in the very beginning with
Yeah.
Popular, if I remember correctly. And then
he had it
Ed-
at his house a couple times.
Yeah, but then
And
when
Richard-
Ed threw it,
Yeah.
like that's when it fucking popped
Yeah,
off.
that's when it was legit as fuck.
That's when like everyone came.
Yeah, like Super had just come out,
Mm-hmm.
and we were all just grinding it out, dude. We were all trying to be badass.
Tomo,
we all thought
dude.
Tomo.
Yeah, dude. Like,
Tomo was good.
dude,
Yeah.
Tomo was good.
The best DJ player I've ever seen that I knew.
Tomo
in
was
real life.
hype.
I think that was the funnest part too. Is like going in that little garage
Mm-hmm.
and just casuals, dude.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
After the tournament, just playing people, dude, and just like seeing like everyone was so good. Like I remember just being freaked out by that. Like
People
fuck,
would bring
dude.
random ass shit like Black Lightning had his virtual on fucking twin sticks.
That
on
Yeah,
was the
Dreamcast
coolest
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
I was thinking about
Yeah.
that. What was it? Virtual On? I thought it was Robot.
There was a tank game and there was virtual on. There was all kinds of shit.
it's
He was
so
a fucking
good.
badass. He
No, I
built
was
these-
thinking about that. I was like, that's the coolest thing.
He got like 2 Hori sticks and just like built out like a virtual on
Just-
like fucking head to head.
And then fucking like we
was
had
so
the
sick.
modders there too. I can't remember the dude's name.
yeah.
James, yeah, just sitting there in the back, just fucking working.
James and
Oh,
James.
Tim
so
would
good.
sell plexiglass. I remember I
Yeah.
bought my plexi from him, dude. Yeah. It was just like anything you needed, game wise, pad wise, control. We just had it, bro.
Yeah,
That was so
dope.
cool.
It was the coolest thing, dude. Yeah, and like, just the friendships like bonded that first night, dude. It really like solidified.
And
my,
they
like,
started streaming it and shit. I'm like, oh, we need a new stream set up. And like Aqua Silk would be in the fucking chat.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, this is sick. This is fucking badass.
Yeah.
You guys are
No,
cool.
fuck
It's like,
yeah.
hell yeah, dog.
Isn't that where we found 3 Mile? Was
Yeah,
that
3 Mile
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
I live in a bush next to Camp Hilton. And we're like, bro, come out. He's like, I'll be there in 3 hours. I'm like, you shut up. And we're like, dude, this guy's a fucking badass. He's such a badass.
Dude, that was so.
shit.
It was like primitive, dude.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
for that to happen, I remember like, dude, he watched our stream and like came out. Like
Yeah.
that's
And it was on
crazy.
Justin TV, bro.
It was on Justin TV?
Yeah.
You're joking, dude.
It was
What
that
the
long
fuck?
ago.
Yeah, it was fucking.
God, I'm fucking old. Holy
Bro, that
fuck,
shit's so
bro.
cool. What was it? Ustream. It was one of those janky. It was like it was before Twitch was ever a fucking thing.
It had to be Justin then.
Way
It
before
had to be
so.
Justin.
That's the coolest thing. And honestly, it makes more sense because you could get people in Justin. Like people would be just fucking scrolling through shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was almost more fun back then to like search for shit. Now it's like, oh, I just watch Ninja or I watch.
Yeah,
you know what I
watch
mean?
whoever
Like,
popular person
yeah.
These millionaires, dude.
is. Yeah.
Did you see that they released how much they were actually making?
Bro.
Is that like lifetime or is that like a year?
I think
That's
it's
a year.
month. Oh, is it a year?
It's
I thought it
either
was,
monthly or a year.
I thought it was monthly. And
It's either monthly or a year.
Shut the
No,
No, dude.
fuck up.
No, no,
2
no. Like
million a
when I'm
month?
okay,
Get
okay.
outta here.
So you have to think of it this way. So first of all, each contract is individual to the streamer with Twitch. So like the one that I know is Hassan Piker.
It's donations and everything, right?
Right. So no, donations are not part of the donations are straight to the individual.
Holy
The
shit.
partnership for the subscription is a percentage. So like when you have a lowly Twitch person trying to get partner, that's a 50-50 split. When you're up super popular like Ninja, Tim, Dr. Disrespect got banned, Shroud, it's like 80% is yours. Because Twitch knows that the 20% they get is still going to be infinitely more than they'll get from anybody else
there's
on a
like
50-50.
millions or
Because there's
whatever.
millions and millions and millions of people just
That's
fucking watching them.
insane.
But like that's how you get the person to
Do you
stay on
ever
the
give any
platform.
money? I've never given a penny to anyone ever.
I do, but it's just personal friends that I know, you know. Just like
See,
all
but
that
that's
shit.
cool.
Paying their rent and shit.
Yeah,
like,
why
that's
not,
a-
dude? I don't give a fuck.
No, that's cool though. That's like respectable. Like I have friends that like watch. I get it if you like somebody and like I was talking about it. I think it was last podcast where I was like the show Friends. Like I felt like one of their friends.
Right.
So I can totally get that side of it where you donate to someone because you watch them, you feel part of the community.
Yep.
But it's like unless you physically know the dude, like I would donate to a friend I knew for sure. But some random guy that I'm like.
Bro, if you, like I'm just telling you, if you sit there long enough, some fucking simp's gonna gift you a sub anyway. So just wait.
Yeah, that's true. That is fucking true.
Someone's gonna do it. Just like go chill on Pokemon stream for like a good 2 weeks. Some simp's gonna get you a sub, whether you like it or not. Just wait.
Nice.
he made, bro.
Dude.
Oh,
so
No shade, by the way.
Yeah.
You get your money, girl. It's all good.
Oh, hell yeah. Dude.
Yeah, I mean, who cares? I mean, come on. Like,
More power to you.
Yeah.
I think that more of that shit needs to happen so that people realize just the fucking stupidity of it all. Like, this girl can like fart in a fucking like inflatable pool,
Yeah,
like
Bella dapping and sell her
Yeah,
water.
like, come on.
Give the guy herpes, by the way, you drank it. That's a real
What?
story.
No,
Yeah.
it's
No, I'm not, bro, that's real.
That's hype, actually, dude.
But that's
I would give her more money if that happened. I'd be like,
it's not like she has herpes. Herpes is like a weird stress-based thing. Like, most people have herpes in their body, and like if something crazy stressful happens, it can like
It triggers.
make it come out.
Yeah, it's like
so-
cancer, too. Like, certain things will trigger cancerous cells to activate.
Yeah, so it's like,
Damn.
it's not like she has herpes and gave him herpes. I bet you you'd like to think.
I don't know.
I bet you
it
could be
might
like,
have-
I tasted the pussy juice. Or fucking.
It might not have been herpes, so let me just state that. Sorry.
oh, shit, dude.
Yeah,
Could be fake
You
news,
were
however.
making shit up. Okay.
No, but it was something. Like, he got
got
sick.
fucked up
He
from
drank it, and he got
You know
fucked
what?
up.
We never make up shit here on this podcast. This is like the fucking bastion of real facts, bro. It's like, get the fuck out of here. Everything, I've never said anything was factually accurate. If anyone thinks that there ever was something, like, check yourself.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, no, this is just for fun. This
Right.
is for fun. But no, so you would run the tournaments.
Yeah.
And it went all the way through, like, it was Ed's house, you'd run him there, and then it was the bank, which was like the most prestigious
That
one.
was so fun.
That was so
That was
good.
like
That was the pinnacle, in my opinion.
yeah, that was the most epic shit. Everyone was playing. All these good people started coming down.
That was
We
when
had-
SD versus OFC happened, and that was probably the most
Yeah,
memorable thing
dude.
that I ever had
Yeah.
for Street Fighter.
Yeah, it was fucking sick. And then so you did all those tournaments, and then you even went to. Would you run the original Salt Mines tournaments?
When Ryan asked, but not every single one.
And then
Okay.
once LDL happened, or
Then I was doing the whole
SOS, you were
thing.
doing that was on the Black Road. What's it called? Black Mountain Road? Or Black?
Yeah, that was by the college, by state.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was doing all that, and that was a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, you were doing.
Because like I had to
run
actually
every
meet
tournament.
budget on those things. You
Oh
know,
my
it's like I had to actually like fucking manage the finance.
There wasn't any
start.
fudgery like
Well, if it was
some people-
fudgery and shit, I
Hey.
just paid the excess out
Oh,
of pocket.
Oh, my
So-
God.
because the thing, well, like, okay, like, I don't want, the thing is why I didn't tell anybody that until now is because, like, it wasn't, the money wasn't important, it was that the scene was still there. Like,
No,
that's
for
what, that's
sure.
what meant more to me. But,
Mm-hmm.
like, I'm not looking for a cock show or a cry thing or anything like that, but, like,
Pull your cock out right
Yeah, yeah.
but, like,
We told you we didn't do it, guys.
but no, like, it was just like, dude, if you, I wanted people to play, man, that's all
That's
I cared
Me too,
about.
because I didn't want it to
That's
like
a TO,
die
dude.
out, bro. It was bad. I paid so many goddamn people just to play. I'd be like, "You're not gonna play?" They'd be like, "How many money?" I'd be like, "Oh, I got you."
Yeah.
I do
That's
that
so
a lot,
cool,
just
though.
because I was like, I want more people. I
Yeah.
like numbers.
Exactly.
I like having cool tournaments.
Right.
Like, I'd rather have a tournament with a bunch of people than like just some low turnout. You know what I mean? It's like, just play, dude. Just
No,
fucking play.
seriously.
You know you can play. It's like, oh, don't do good. It's, we all suck. We're all gonna lose to Richard.
Yeah, that's
But-
true.
I mean, this guy's gotta eat somehow, dude.
No, seriously.
When he's not like in a relationship, like how is he gonna fucking like pay for food and shit? Like, come on, man. He doesn't have a real job. He doesn't work at Qualcomm, dude.
No.
This is all fucking.
He's not getting paid for these tournaments.
This
dude.
is a rue. No,
He's not, he's not
getting.
getting sticks that he's promised and shit, dude. Like,
Yeah, dude. That's my favorite part about like everyone's like it's like I think I understand what the FGC is to a certain extent, and like everyone likes to think that it's like some legitimate like esports thing. And it's like no, it's not. This is like the fakest shit. It's just a dream, dude. It's
Yeah.
a dream. The fact that like we can
No,
we
dude.
can do this for a living. It's
No,
like
you
yeah.
cannot.
You can do it for a living until you can't anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
Did you
they're
watch
like,
Button
who?
Check?
What?
Did you watch Button Check about it?
About what?
They leaked the Twitch stuff, and all the FGC came out, and like no FGC guy was in the top, like
No, of
making
course
money.
not.
And they were like, and one guy
Well,
posted
no,
something.
I didn't see that, but I saw the list. Wasn't Maximilian like 24 or something?
Maybe
I was
think saw top
surprised.
10. I think
I was
saw top
surprised.
10.
I was I watched some. What did I watch?
But pretty much they were saying that they were like,
But it
even
was
if you were a sponsored player, even if you, they're like, you could barely afford to do this full time.
Yeah.
Like, even with all that.
It's fucking stupid. You shouldn't. I don't think
Like,
you should.
Your salary is, if you win, the best you're gonna get is like $40K a year. If you win, like you're not
They're like the
making
1%,
shit.
dude.
Yeah,
Like,
you're bullshit.
1% of sponsorships actually even give you any money.
Okay,
the
so-
rest of them are like, we might fly you somewhere.
Do you
maybe using our frequent flyer?
Right. Do you guys remember Ghost Gaming? Ghost Gaming. They signed K-Brad like a long time ago. They signed K-Brad and a couple other people. That dude lived in San Marcos because he went to Magic tournaments that I'd go to, and he was talking to me about signing Knuckledoo, and I told him that like Knuckledoo's like he's got some problems. Just be careful if you try it. Because I met Knuckledoo kind of personally because I took him home at some point in one of the tournaments or something from
at
San Diego.
right?
No, it wasn't TTF. It was Lan Diego. I took him home. He's like,
so
his
crazy.
like girl showed up or something. He's like spending time with her outside, laying on the couch, doing whatever the fuck you're doing out there. You know what I mean? But like, I took him home one time, and he's like, he didn't understand how to like handle finances because like I do taxes and stuff like that. And he's like, no, I don't do taxes. I'm like, you're gonna get fucked, bro. Like, that's gonna happen.
He doesn't claim any of it?
Well, I don't know. Like, he just didn't understand finance. So, like, it was kind of like that naive feeling that
Dude, how
money just comes, you know?
Yeah.
And that's, you just can't have that mentality when you get older. But anyway, all of that's irrelevant. The point is like, that company failed. The Ghost Gaming failed because you're not making money. Like, what are you making money off? Some dude? Like, yeah. And then they go sign on Twitch, and if they're a good enough personality, they get paid. Like Maximilian, like, love the guy, he's hilarious, but Maximilian is not...
Is he funny, though?
I think he is.
Okay.
But... okay, but here's the thing. Maximilian stars a fighting game player, but he's just an entertainer now. Like, he was playing Metroid the other day. It's not about fighting games anymore.
No.
You can't make a living off playing just fighting games. That's not fucking real. Okay. That is not real
That's
at
what they
all.
were saying. The only way to make it in the gaming industry is almost content creator.
No, people need to give this shit the fuck up.
I agree.
People need to give up this fantasy that I can just play games for a living and shit. It's like, dude, maybe some very few people that just get lucky as shit and they're already there, so you can't take their place. Like, maybe they could, like the main streamers or whatever, but like playing fighting games, doing tournaments, you're not gonna fucking you're not gonna make enough money to do jack shit. Just stop.
Maybe eat a good meal.
And it's not even fun. The people don't even like the games. They hate their lives.
But they have to
Like,
do it.
They're all fucking suicidal and shit. It's like, dude, like, what is this what we wanted, or do we just want to go hit our heads on air ducts and fucking hotel rooms and like get wasted and make a makeshift martini bar out of a fucking ice machine box and you know what I mean? It's like, dude, like, what the fuck? Like, this is the life. Like, what? You have a job and you do this for fun, and you'll still have fun. If you, I'm telling you, if you make playing games your job, you will not have any fun anymore.
Everybody just needs to watch fucking Brink one more time,
Dude,
You know,
that's
it's
some real
shit. It just plays more and more into my head, dude. Soul skating, dog.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like,
And the whole esports shit, everyone's like, we need to clean up our act so we can have fucking esports be like, so we can actually make money. You're not making any money, dude.
Okay, look at it this way, right? How many people that were top Street Fighter 4 players are top Street Fighter 5 players?
well, this is the thing we said last
Because
podcast. And Cody
it's like
and
zero.
Linus.
Is it not, or am I ignorant?
He's saying that they're all still playing and they're all still
Yeah,
doing
but are
it,
they?
aren't
If they're doing good, that's great. How many are you winning? Because if you're not winning the tournament, you're not living.
It's true, though.
If you are not winning that first place, you're not living.
But all those guys are actually like Tokido and fucking Daigo. Like, they actually make money.
They're sponsored, right? So it's like,
But they're like legacy players that
But the
like
thing is-
not even legacy players. They're like fucking.
They're gods.
They're
They
like
are the gods
they're
for
like
a reason.
Titans essentially.
But like that, I want to say that's difference in culture and where they live too, because it is incredibly acceptable over there to be so good at your craft, regardless of what it is, and it's an accepted means of society.
Definitely.
In America, that's not a thing.
I watched the thing, like a documentary on it, or it was an RC drift competition in Japan. And most of the people there were like 80-year-old men. Like, it was cool. I was like, this, and they're like hanging out with, it was like OFC, and I was like, dude, that's fucking tight. Like, it's super acceptable to do anything over there. Kendama, the same thing. There was like the oldest Kendama player was like an old lady, and like, it's like, that's so cool, dude.
Well, it's like the tea ceremonies and shit. Like, Japan has a history of like taking a simple task and like
Bring it to the
perfecting
next
it,
level, dude.
and like you'll just people respect that shit. They're like, oh, this guy's dedicated his life to this.
Yep.
Like,
Just the
it's
way
the
he pours
art
the
of
tea,
like
yeah.
the tea ceremony or the fucking swordsman or the fucking whatever. I mean, that
Making
kind of
I watched
culture is
the-
not so like it's almost like it's like not as much into the culture now, but like you see it from time to time, and people even respect it more because like, oh wow, this guy's doing it live. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Oh hell yeah!
it's not this like bullshit. He hasn't given up and just become a businessman and like jumped in front of a train, and, like, just like surviving to just try to choke on your own tongue in the fucking like hotel. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, come on, like. It's not a good
Fuck.
this fantasy. Dude. It's just a fantasy.
I agree with
and
that
people need
wholeheartedly.
to fucking knock this shit the fuck off.
Well, it makes it less fun too. Like
It's not fun, because
Well,
it's like-
not only that, but like
we
like
have to self-censor ourselves.
oh my
we
fucking
can't,
God.
We can't do. We gotta be better people. It's like
Kill
what the
me.
fuck are you talking
We are
about?
the best.
Yeah,
people.
exactly.
Yeah, we're better than anyone that ever lived because we're
I would
free.
rather
Like,
live free and say as much bullshit as I want than die someone that can't say a
Oh, for
goddamn
sure.
word.
I'm dying.
Fuck
on-
that shit,
I'd rather
dude.
die on my feet than die on my knees. Bro.
No, it's die on my feet than live on my knees.
Oh, is
But
that
yeah.
what it is?
But yeah,
then
I
die
respect
on my knees. Yeah,
but that's real.
just
like
choke to
fuck,
death.
fuck that, dude. Because like when we were going, like we could say anything, like anything could fucking
Dude,
fly.
we were fucking heathens.
Yeah,
it was funny.
it was a fucking cesspool.
It was
bro.
amazing,
But-
and people didn't even. I mean, it was still like acceptable to
Yeah.
a certain extent. I mean, granted, like, are we those people anymore? No, not really.
Right.
But are we?
Maybe 5% still that percent.
Yeah, I mean, if we're all together, right?
Dude, and that's the problem. It's like you get gassed up around the people you're around. So it's
Yeah.
like we'd all meet, dude, and it would just be fuckery all weekend, dude. Like it was so much fun, dude. And we didn't care. It's not like we were like I can't do this because I don't want to embarrass myself and like have people think less of me at the tournament. It's like who gives a
Yeah.
fucking shit, dude?
Yeah,
Like
no one cares.
it was so much fun, man.
It was free. It was
Same
awesome.
with, you know-
and maybe that's just a thing of the times. It's like that we can't get that back, so we're like nostalgically like holding
Bitter
on
and
to our
shit.
like horrible
bitter old man
world.
dude shouting at the younger generation.
Yeah.
Fucking
Screaming at
Clint
clouds.
Eastwood yelling at people in Gran Torino,
Yeah.
spitting on them and shit.
Oh god,
But at the
I must have
end,
like
that's
4
the
racial
thing,
slurs
dude.
right now. I was like, stop. Gran Torino.
Dude, Gran Torino. And that kid came out and was like, "I'm ashamed of being in this." Shut the
Yeah,
fuck
They
up.
should have
Seriously.
axed him. Hollywood should have canceled him.
They
for
should
that.
be like, dude,
They're like, shut the fuck up.
kidding me? Fucking stupid. Have you guys seen
That was an honor.
Have you guys
That was
Yes.
an honor.
Absolutely.
Have you guys seen the new Chappelle stand up?
Oh, when he talks about fucking gender is like 1 or 2 or something like that. That was
I think it
Brand
was
new.
something
It
yeah,
came out like
it-
2 days ago, 3 days ago.
the
People are
media has
blowing
been
up,
going
yeah.
fucking nuts about
Dude,
that.
okay, so
Now I haven't seen it, but I know.
I haven't either, but I've heard.
I'll say in the beginning, I was just like, it's okay, but you're always putting up against like his other specials that are like just so good. So it's like, and then it gets real serious at the end. It's good, but what I was getting at was that what were we talking about? God damn it.
A censorship.
Oh well.
And
It's
like
like
the
something-
times and culture.
His
Gran
special
Torino.
kind of like razz.
He definitely, I mean, he's going there, but he tells he's a good storyteller. So he ends up, it's good. I was like sad at the end of it. I was like, fuck, this shit hit me kind of heavy. I was like, God damn it, Chappelle. Like I didn't cry, but I was like,
Choked up a little bit,
doing one of
like-
those like, that's not what I thought it was gonna
Yeah,
be.
yeah.
And then he was still telling jokes about it. I was like, okay, like thanks for like cutting the fucking seriousness out of it for a second.
Try to make it a little bit more
Yeah.
fun.
But it's got a point of like, I guess I don't want to spoil it if you guys haven't seen it.
I'm not really gonna give a shit.
I'll probably watch it, but I don't think you'll spoil it.
Well, it's just like the sentiment is like, you can't just like pigeonhole everyone into being like what you think they are because like, because he talks so much shit about like trans people and shit,
Yeah.
but he has friends who are trans and like,
Right.
and like this bullying online shit is like out of control and like it's just sad. It's a crazy fucking. Honestly, it's good.
I'll check it
It's
out.
good. It's good. It's good. It's very powerful, but
He's been doing that lately.
Yeah.
Just really powerful things.
I kind of had a point we were talking about to bring it up, and then I like started thinking about it, and I lost my train of thought. But I'll just give it a fucking a good review. It was good.
Okay.
So I totally lost my fucking train of thought and totally fumbled that transition there. But you know, that happens on the live.
Yeah, we're
on
doing
the live
Fuck it, do it live,
podcast, dude. You know, sometimes. Damn, we're doing it. I can never think of anything, dude. Oh well, this shit's hard to do, man.
No, it is. It is.
So, like, there's so many things you're trying to keep track of shit.
You're listening
keep
to
it
him,
going.
listening to me. You're listening to yourself inside.
Yeah, I
You're
got-
like coming up with like, yeah, I
That
just.
fucking lady looking at all the shapes going like,
And then just dolls popping my head. Fuck, dude, I can't think of this shit.
They're just forming all around us. We're like, no, that was the fucking coolest shit, though.
But
dude.
you know, it was just a better time. Maybe we're
Yeah.
just holding on to something that can't be real, and we have to grow up someday and stop being assholes and shit.
I think listening to the Job Squad podcast, dude. Shout out to Kadar and fucking Pickle.
that shit's pretty good.
They've been
I
giving
kinda
me
like
a
it.
sense that like what we had is still there, but it's changed a little.
yeah.
And I kind of like it, you know. I kind of think that it's a cool thing because I think what we experienced was so like not a lot of people get to do that. I have so many friends, and it's from a game that we all played together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I had a friend call me the other day that I hadn't talked to in a while. I'm like, sometimes you forget how many connections you've made in life.
Yeah.
And I think the cool thing is that it came from a game for me. You know, like
Yeah.
that's a rare thing, dude. Some people don't even hang out with friends that they knew in high school anymore. Like, you know, and it's like this game has kept us together
That's
more
real,
than like
dude. That's fucking real.
anything, dude. Yeah, and it's like,
It's
you know,
make me want to like go to a Street Fighter 5 tournament
too.
and enter or something.
me too.
Just like I haven't played that game since Evo Japan or some shit, like 2018. But I swear I could still beat like 2 people. I could go 2 and 2.
That's all that matters.
I'd go 0-2 easy,
I could go
dude.
2 and 2.
I'd go
There's
0-2.
just- I know there's some guy who's never seen this.
He's like Rico gets to the desk, like some 10-year-old kid, like ready to play some fighting games. Like,
I'm
gonna
like,
beat
oh,
this
fuck
ass.
this kid up.
Yeah.
dude. I've never gone easy on anyone ever in my
can't.
life.
No,
bro.
you can't, dude. You can't.
There was
Like,
this girl I liked that I met on Tinder years ago, and she's a Smash player. Never played that game in my life. Bodied her.
Yeah.
And I had to body her. It's not like,
Yeah.
you know, you have to like let somebody know, oh, you think you're good? Like,
Yeah.
I'll show you.
And there's
what
someone who doesn't know. They're like, "Come on, bro, like, give it a round." You just look at them.
Yeah.
You have like the fucking just blood in your
Yeah,
eyes.
exactly.
You're like, Jesus Christ, this guy's scary. You just perfect her. And come on, man.
Yeah, it's like it's funny how like some people think that like teaching somebody is like going easy on them, or like it's like, nah, dude, you gotta send someone to hell for them to like
Yeah.
learn, dude. Like it's the only way, dude. Through embarrassment, dude, I've like learned so much in life.
That's
Like,
real.
People are like,
That's
you gotta
real.
give him a round. It's like, I won't even give him a hit. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
if they
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
but if they hit you once, then like they should feel good about that.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Thank you for saying that. Because Kadar was talking about how he hates losing and like he wants to win so bad that when he's playing, that's all he's thinking about. There's times where I'm double perfect almost, and then I get that one hit,
Yeah.
and the perfect's gone, and he wins, and I'm just like,
Yes,
you know what I
exactly.
mean? Like
At least I didn't get beat on twice, dude.
Like that was win to me, dude.
Yeah, there
Like,
were some weird things about like losing rituals and shit. I was like, what are these guys? Dude, if I can get murked like 80 games in a row, I'm hitting retry before the button even before it even pops up. I'm like,
it's
let's
funny
go, bitch.
because that's why Cody used to think I'd be mad.
Why?
Because he'd be beating me, Cody Grubbs. That Cody, bro. He just would be on the controller fucking botting me,
He
bro.
just zonked
and
you.
I'd just be hitting fucking retry, and he'd be like, bro, like, why are you so mad, dude? I'm like, mad? Like, I'm just trying to, like, learn the matchup, dog.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just trying to play, bro. Like, he'd be
That's
like,
my
"You just-"
favorite thing, dude. Figuring someone who's like random out. Like,
Yeah.
that's my favorite thing.
It's
dude.
hard to do that,
And it's
bro.
crazy because like people get mind fucked, especially people that play that style of like wild, wacky, racist shit. Like when they start to like
Crack.
none of their shit starts working, they don't know how to act, bro.
I think Drew was like that. Drew?
He had tendencies like that.
I won't.
He was kind of good, though.
I can never talk shit about Drew, dude. He's the one guy I can't talk shit about because
Why?
because at the end he fucked me up. He fucked me up one time.
No, dude, I'm telling you, there was a
Yeah,
point.
one time by using 5 meters on the coolest combo that he posted on YouTube. Yeah, I remember.
No, I don't think I ever lost to Drew in anything my entire life.
I did.
I money matched him like 80 times. and I won 79 of them. But that last time we did it, dude, he fucking beat the shit out of me, and I was like, oh my god. And I'm just not here to talk shit about fucking the homie, dude, because he fucked me up. He legit fucked me up.
He would fuck me up a lot, dude.
Dude, he got cross Tekken like a year before it came out, and the first time I played him,
Dude, that was a cool
like,
experience.
oh, that was fun.
So there's a store that I will not name that broke release date. On straight release date. It was me, Drew, Josh Rankin. He was the Green Bay Packers fan guy that came through, and we all went up there fucking 2 hours to where this undisclosed location because they're still breaking street date. I'm telling you right now, they're still doing it. But we got that. We drove back to Josh's house and just played that game for like 6 hours straight before the game actually came out. And like, it was fun, dude. Like, I hate the gem system more than goddamn anything, but like, it was fun.
It was a fun
man,
game.
we practiced the fuck out of that thing.
And Drew got like went 0-2. He went 0-2 in the first OFC.
Yeah, but he got a lot better. Like, Drew is probably the person that I think
He was pretty good at
like
the
climbed
end.
so far from where he was. He was the worst player there at a certain point. Like, besides Crayons, because I remember we had a fucking money match that we fucking instigated between Crayons and Drew because they were the two worst people at the time. Mm-hmm. And Drew like legit got better. Respect to the where it's given, man. Or like
He
where
did.
it's due. He got way better.
I remember the first time, the first OFC, he was there, right? I remember. And he was talking about, he's like, have you guys ever played Karnov's Revenge? I was like, that game sucked. And he seems such a weird guy, dude. It was so funny, though. He's like,
Drew?
Drew, yeah. I was like, Karnov's, bro. Karnov's is where it's at. I'm like, no one likes that game. It's a shitty ass fucking Neo Geo.
No shit.
It's like a janky ass Neo Geo fighting game that sucks so much. Dude, it doesn't even make sense.
It's no Eternal Champions kind of shit.
No, Eternal Champions is way better. I guess like the closest thing would be like Breakers Revenge, kind of, or it's kind of like Breakers, but Breakers is way better. Breakers is a good game. Karnov's fucking sucks.
I have no fucking clue what
I've never played that game before. Yeah,
Karnov's is fucking terrible, and he was all about it. And then I was like, bring it, and he brought a laptop and he was playing it. He's like, let's get games in. I was like, I ain't playing that dumb shit, dude. He's like, come on, pussy. And then they started playing Garou on it, and him and like would play it, and I was like, you guys are stupid. Karnov's is fucking shitty, but
that's so.
Yeah, Drew was a weird fucking guy, dude.
I don't know why I like Drew. Like first moment, I thought he was a cool guy.
He had a temperament. He had like an anger management issue.
Did he?
Yeah.
I always felt that way about Tim a little bit.
Tim Black Lightning?
Yeah.
No.
You don't remember when he popped off on Dan that one time?
Well, everyone had a thing about Dan, bro. Everyone was like,
yeah, but like I've never seen it in a tournament like that, where like someone's in a match and someone's like saying shit behind.
I do remember that.
Yeah,
no, I remember that. I was like,
he's just like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Oh,
like,
I do remember that.
Up on him, and we were all
I remember
that. And Dan was like, come on, like, come on. Like, he was like all sad and shit. It was so funny. Like,
because we would just talk so much shit to each other. I mean, it was bad, man. Like, we were like, I mean, that shit's so toxic, to be honest with you. It like, we were hard boiled after that.
Dude,
yeah.
you
we could go to tournaments. I didn't wear earphones. People could be talking shit behind me, and I was like,
I had the headphones
watch
up
this
sometimes,
shit,
dude. Just because some guy'd be like, dude, this guy's like overweight, I'd be like, oh, like oh, he's talking about me, bro. Like, it used to freak me the fuck out. I like what you said though about Dan and Drew being the worst player. I felt like I was one of the worst players.
You were not.
I really felt
you were
that.
not. You were not.
I don't know why. Like sometimes I'd be like, dude, I was probably one of the worst players at one point, dude.
At one point,
I wasn't that good.
Maybe
the first OFC we went to,
compared to Crowns, dude.
No one was as
you
bad
lost
as
to
Dan.
him though one time, didn't you?
no,
You beat him.
we did a money match once, dude. A 1st to 7, dude. And I like,
Okay. Good.
No one was as bad as Dan.
but it took me a while to like. I remember I couldn't do Ultra. Like I couldn't do a lot when we first went.
Wasn't it kind of funny that Dan's has the same name as like the troll character in Street Fighter? That like sucks at like making fun of the King of Fighters games and shit. Like just a shitty ass like Shadow that can't do anything. Like that's funny,
Dan,
bro. That's funny.
But because he played Sagat, didn't he?
Yeah.
In 4 and like I remember one time he was popping off.
Dude, he fucking. Yeah, no, he was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry,
dude, I
dude.
just played with my food. I was like freaking out. I was like laughing because I was like, wasn't that good? But
We
you
all
guys were like,
sucked
you
when we
could-
when we first
yeah,
up there. We all
absolutely.
fucking sucked. Like,
Yeah.
to be
But I
honest.
knew I could
Richard.
like get him.
No, Richard was
Jason.
just good.
Jason, J Flo, and Richard, and Black Lightning, I felt like was
Black
good.
Lightning
Team was so good.
And
that Ibuki was
and
dangerous,
then Tamashiro and
Tammy was good.
I forgot.
Even
about
Sean
that.
and
sucked.
Sneaky James was good.
Sean fucking
Sneaky
sucked
James,
for the
dude.
longest time. Like, he barely started getting good when we were like leaving Ed's house and going to the bank. Because I remember that was like the very first time I ever lost to him was like the last OFC at Ed's house or some shit. I was like, I can't believe I lost to Sean. Like, I wanted to like fucking. I was like, dude, I like disassociated for a second. I was like, Sean beat me in Street Fighter. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I can't believe this shit. Like,
But I think that like was the cool part about it was like the level up. You
Yeah,
could see
everyone
it
was
happening.
doing
well, he
Yeah.
put so much time in.
Yeah.
That's
Fuck
the thing.
yeah,
is that
dude.
he put way more time in than I did. All those guys did. I actually didn't play outside of like playing people. Like, I never practiced. Very rarely did I sit down in like training mode. And I hated that shit. And then I didn't play online, so I would just like go and play with people, and that's how I played. And that's what I played.
I would do the training mode thing, but we were talking about it earlier on this podcast, and I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? I labbed so stupid though. Like, I wouldn't like do other characters' moves that I was having a hard time finding reversal timing for. Like, I would just
That's what I
practice
should
my
have done.
combos.
Oh, that's what I would do too.
You know what I mean?
do the same
Like,
thing.
Yeah, just sit in there, practice a couple combos, maybe an option select if I like could set the dummy up the right way. and
Right,
shit. Like,
yeah. Dude, that's
oh,
real.
shit, yeah.
I always thought it was hard to do. I never fucking sent any dummies anything. But if I was smart, I would have gone through and just had all the special moves and just figured out if I could punish them or
See,
ones that
that's
are
smart
punishable.
though. I feel like that's a smart way to.
Yeah, that would have been
to
really
lab.
smart, but I never did that.
I couldn't do it. Yeah, I'd never thought to do that.
Yeah,
you know
I
what I
didn't
mean?
either.
It was like a really. It's just like just make sure you can do your combos
Yep,
and you're
exactly.
good to go, brother.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's what I thought too.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it
Then you
was.
hear people like, "Oh, I've had to practice this. I lost to this in a match, and I went home and like, I'm like, what?
Yeah,
Like, I'm like,
exactly.
that's fucking.
Who the fuck does
That's
this shit?
insane. Yeah, I was like, that's really.
Yeah, that's why it was
crazy.
hard. That's why I like learning the timing to go with the Ultra 2 through Rufus's fucking Messiah kick thing. I was like, bro,
Right.
I'm doing this on the fly.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I'm
Exactly.
not.
Yeah.
I haven't practiced this shit. You're not that retarded. It's like, bro, give me a fucking second.
It's like a
figure it out.
an epic anime character where they're like at first just getting beat up.
Yep.
And then they like start to see things and shit. You're like, oh, you like learn on
It's
the
the
fly.
Luffy versus Dumbledore fight, dude. Yeah,
dude, like,
yeah.
You just learn the tech in battle, bro. You don't even fucking practice that shit, dude.
It's
like,
well, I've always kind of seen. I always like playing against the player. Personally.
Yeah, me too.
For sure.
Me
Because
too.
I pick up all their tendencies. I'll do one. I try to do this. I try to like condition people into doing something. Like I've been doing this more and more, and I'm seeing how much it works. Because like, with like Adon and Alpha 2, I've been doing this. I anti-air strong, and then I'll just hold up forward, jump, and just jump in on them. And a lot of times, it's at a distance. If it's tippy toe, a lot of times it's at a distance where like I jump at them and it's pretty far away. Like a lot of times they do like DP alpha counter. Like I'll block the fucking DP because it's like his jump ins are good. Like just the way that you can hit them to right before you hit the ground to where you recover before their alpha counter comes out. So like I just try to see what people do. It's like if they don't try to like DP me. But if they do, then I just empty jump, and then it whiffs, and then I'm like, okay. Then I'm like, if I got meter and I'm being cheeky, like I can jump in and just like jump in and press buttons until they do something about it. Then I jump in, and if they're blocking it, I'll just empty jump in and have them standing, and I'll activate custom call. It's so fucking corny, bro. But it's like I'm just like playing these little games where I'm like, how far can I take this like single little anti-air jump in on them? Like what little. Like it's like a tree, you know. It's going. Now you got this options, and they start veering off. Like, how much can I mind fuck people?
It's those
like,
fucking Goosebump books where you choose your own
yeah, it's
destiny
like,
kind of thing.
yeah,
you know what I'm
it's
talking about?
fun though. You know what I mean? It's like, and I'm like, damn, like, well, you know, games can be like. I wonder how many people are always thinking about that kind of shit. Like, are they just playing just to play, or how deep are you into like
right? So what David Sterling I think said. David Sterling's the guy who made like the fucking fighting game like card game or something. Whatever. I think he was the one who said it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but
the one that Vincent plays.
Serling.
Serling,
Yeah, David Sterling. He created this game. I can't remember what it was called, but it's like you punch, block, or grab, and it's like this three-way triangle. But fighting games are a lot like chess and checkers. When you're playing checkers, you're learning how to play the fighting game. When you're playing chess, the game stays the same. You already know everything that's happening in the game. You're only playing the player. And that's when what you're doing is you already know everything about Street Fighter. You get it. You understand Alpha 2, just like with every character, everything that can happen. And after you get to that point, the board is always the same. There's like a scene in a movie where it's like, only focus on the board, forget about the pieces, because all you really care about is your opponent, not about the game anymore. So when you're deciding all these decision trees and everything, that's what makes a chess player good, is that they're not thinking about where the rook is supposed to go. They're trying to think about what their opponent is going to do and how they react to certain things that they're going to do, so they can then circumvent that action and take advantage.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Or like conditioning. I know like people always talk about conditioning people. Like I remember like, or like all these different strategies and shit. I'm just like, I don't really play.
There'd be times where like
I don't play like that. Like, you know, I'm here listening to talk and I'm like, I don't really play like that. But the more
you think about, you think you don't, but you do. You just don't. It's not in your brain.
But some people are weird, dude. Like some people
they just don't know they're doing it sometimes. Okay, so think about it this way.
But okay, I'm just gonna be honest for a second. There are people. I'm not gonna name names, but there are people that I know will never like bait out some shit.
Right.
It's like they just in their head, like they're doing this block string that's like not. They go like I've played them so much that they always go jab, jab, walk up, grab, and I can just flash kick FADC, and
they'll never learn. Right?
They will never not get hit by it.
Right.
It's like, should I even FADC it? I'm like, maybe I'm always scared that maybe one day they're just gonna like. But in my mind, when I'm playing someone, you know. In my mind, I'm like, oh, if they fucking do that once, next time walk up, do 2 jabs, and just block.
Yeah.
The FADC forward dash is thrown. Mm-hmm. That's my head.
Yeah.
That's like I'm not that good to like be able to do that all the time. I know people would FADC forward dash, and I wouldn't throw them all the fucking time, but I haven't played that guy 1,000 times. The people that I've played 1,000 times, I know what the fuck they're gonna do.
Definitely.
Right.
Like, it's bad. And I see the shit that's my weakness, because like after 2 jabs, I'm gonna fly. You know what I mean? Like, well, you can't tell that I'm gonna fucking do that. It's like, dude, like I always play the I don't play the matchup against the character. Like, I don't know what this guy's gonna do. No, I play the guy a couple games. I know exactly what he's gonna do, and I try to play to trap them in their own little web of what their tendencies are and what their are. And that's why in a long set, I feel like I kind of get better and better and better. I mean, they might be better a player, and then they do the same thing that I'm doing against me, and it makes it hard to catch up. But against someone who's like kind of wild and not that good, and if they're fucking me up, if I just play them long enough, I'll end up beating them. Like, in a long set, I'll figure them out, and I'll fucking beat them. I think, in my mind, I'd like to think that about myself. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's real. I mean, so, I might be just like sucking on cotton.
No.
Here, like,
it's definitely the truth, though. So what happens a lot of the time, and this is just an analysis, because I'm not any stretch of the imagination like a good player. I just played the game and I started running tournaments, and that was kind of what I was good at. So if you have 2 bad players, they'll never learn anything. You're just going to beat each other up. When you have a good player versus a bad player, the good player will struggle because the bad player is pure random and there's no pattern recognition. When you have 2 good players, it's better to be random because the pattern recognition will never be there. Exactly. So you almost dumb yourself down to then try and recognize the other pattern to take advantage of it, but then you have to be more random after that fact to then take advantage of their pattern recognition of your pattern recognition. Sure. It's like this fucking Inception bullshit where all you're really trying to do is react to whatever they figured out about you.
Definitely.
So then you can figure out about them what they're trying to be, and it's just this fucking huge circle jerk until someone wins.
I feel like that's why me and Jason, we always talk about it, we couldn't play a nut.
Yeah.
I couldn't play a nut because
there's no recognition of pattern anymore.
I couldn't figure anything out. But, well, like with the Ilya game,
in a 2 out of 3 is hard.
In
a first to 10,
it gets a lot easier.
As long as you're using your brain, you'll figure it out.
I think the reason why I was played good against Ilya was for that reason, that I could be a little random. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, I could do some, like...
You know what you were going to do.
Yeah, I do some able fuckery and, like, and if you got lucky with that character, you'd fucking get some damage in for sure.
Will drop bombs.
So, I think that's real as fuck, man. Mm-hmm. And it would be the hardest thing for me to, like, do what Rico's talking about. There'd be times where, like, you know, they're blocking everything, and you're like, dude, I just got a fucking tornado throw to condition them to, like, try to jump so that my combos land and shit. But it'd be, like, after the fact. You know what I mean? Like, in the match, I wouldn't think that it'd be, after, where, like, the butterfly effect happens after the match, and you're just like, like, oh, fuck, like, I gotta start doing that more.
Yeah. I wish I was better, but I'm getting there.
Me too.
I'm still playing. I've been playing a lot, dude.
I need to play more.
I've just been playing. You said you wanted to play Ken and out A2. I've been playing Ken. Like, I'm pretty good.
Fucking show me.
I've always been. I always had a pocket like Shoto. I can play any fucking Shoto kind of, but like just short. You just gotta be able to do short super and do the roll. Oh my god, he's such a fucking prick in that game, dude. He's such a fucking douchebag.
I'll fucking
just stealing on people, dude. And I'm like, come on, guys, don't get into this shit. Don't get trolled by this fucking gimmicky crap, dude.
It's
so
funny
good.
because it's like sometimes you want to play, but you're not like playing. You're just kind of like
fucking
hitting
around.
buttons and shit, you know? So it's like, I want to play more. I play, I just don't play like I want to play. You know? I want to do some like...
serious.
Yeah.
Against people, good game.
Dive in a little bit, figure something out, get stoked on figuring that thing out, and then like let that feed me and keep me playing. You know what I mean? But it's like, I'll just play and like fucking get off and then be like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, fuck, I'm so disappointed in myself. Like, I need to like, take this a little bit more serious again. And like, it's fun, dude. Competition's fun, and seeing all your friends playing games, and you're like, fuck, dude, like.
I know. I'm listening to the FGC Job Squad show. I'm like, dude, it would be fun to play with the group. You know, it would be fun to like learn a new game. But then I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, I'll just play Street Fighter 5. When's the next Street Fighter 5 tournament? I'll enter it. Fuck it. I don't want to play fucking. I bought Guilty Gear and I was like, this is a mistake.
You don't like Guilty Gear? Dude, Guilty Gear's fun.
Fucking.
I like it.
I don't know. I have a hard time. Like, I'm sitting there and I'm like, I open it up and it's just this menu and I'm going, okay, like. I can't play online.
Just play Potemkin, dude. You'll have fun.
No, I know, but I'm sitting there and I'm looking at it. I'm like, okay, and I'm just like on my computer. I see a little file down there. It's just like MAME, and I'm like, I could be playing Hyper Fighting right now. I could be playing. You know what I mean? It's like, what am I doing? Like, what the fuck?
It's hard, dude. You know, I think I almost bought Guilty Gear, dude. I've never played one before, so it's like, I think that's the thing keeping me from it. It's like, I'm just so new, and everyone's like, you don't need to be, you know, this game's easier to play, and it's like, yeah, but like, for people that have played Guilty Gear, like, I've never played, so like, how easy is it going to be for me? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I like the characters, I like the game, I think it looks cool. It's just,
It does look cool. Plus, you can get new mods on the PC.
oh, bro, that's over, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I would never play again, dude. I'd just be like dehydrated, like, oh
my god, dehydrated. You got an IV drip on it, like, she's all tired.
Oh shit!
Why are you wearing a rubber glove? Started to hurt my cock after 10 times. Like, what? It's like,
oh my god! Dude.
Oh my god!
All these like ripped butt lights around you and shit. You're like,
Oh, God.
I do you remember that 2v2 tournament we did at Paul's apartment?
Oh, for reals and shit?
Yeah,
I remember that.
Do you remember whenever it was me and Richard on a team? We were playing alts only, and you were playing T-Hawk, and I was playing Zangief.
Oh god, dude, I do
And
remember
I had
that, like,
I had
very vaguely.
super, and then Richard's all like, "With green hand, super him." And,
Yeah,
and
you did.
everyone heard it, and he
Yeah.
said it out loud, and I was just like,
That worked.
and then
That was, you were playing Siberian Blizzard, right? That's when you cut me in the air?
No.
Oh, no,
I
you
super.
no, yeah, it was
Super.
Ultra. Yeah.
I then I wasted all my meter on that shit. I was just sitting there. And dude, that matchup was brutal. He got fucking murked by
Yeah.
T-Hawk, dude. And
dude,
I was just
sick though.
and he said it. He's like, "With green hand, super him," and I was like, and then I was like, I have to do it now. So like, the whole match, I was just getting hit, like, and then I finally just like, with the least expected it, I just get it right in your face and see.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
That was a great time. I love that.
Dude,
That
those
was
are the
the
best
funnest
days,
shit,
dude. You'd walk into Paul's house and one of us would just fall asleep on the cot right away, dude. Like, that's
Those are the best, dude.
I'd always
Dude,
fall
the
asleep
fucking
on that
horror
fucking
nights.
dude.
You guys remember Yellow Brick Road? Holy shit, that was the worst horror I've ever seen in my
Dude,
life.
fucking Jake's just having a seizure like in the fucking bed and shit. We're like, dude, what is this? It's like pocket pussy. It's like fucking. Like, what the fuck is going on right now? Like people breaking into like his garage storage unit thing. Like,
I gave some homeless man my whole wardrobe. I was like, take this fucking sweater, this pair of pants. He's like, I just need a blanket, motherfucker. We're like, we don't have a blanket. Like, yeah. That was the best fucking
that's
shit.
just so.
dude.
Whenever we watched we binged watched fucking Beast Wars because it was on demand for some reason.
Watch the best episode too.
Yeah,
dude. The Dinobot died.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's all
rip.
quoting
They
Macbeth
ask,
and shit, dude. I'm
Tell
like,
him how I
this is
lived.
so
You're
bad.
like,
Yeah.
fucking shit. Yeah,
No,
we're
he's like what is that quote, dude? It's godlike. He's like, tell
if they ask, tell him how I lived. I swear it was something like that, right?
No. It's a Shakespeare quote. I can figure it out. It's tell those who ask my story, tell it truthfully, and fuck, I can't remember. It is something like that, but it's not.
They generalized it to like kids could like fucking.
Yeah,
No. It was like verbatim for the movie.
Was it verbatim?
Yeah, it was like
What
a
play was it
legit
from?
Shakespeare quote. It's from Macbeth.
Macbeth?
I think, if I'm not
Wow,
mistaken.
dude.
It's like tell to whoever asks, like, tell my story, tell it truthfully, and what's it called, like, and they can judge me accordingly or whatever. So like Dinobot, everyone thought he was like a spy for like the fucking.
But he was like a legitimate.
But then he like
guy.
in that episode he
was a real
he like
Maximal, dude.
falls on the sword. He like fights the whole Decepticon like or the what are the other guys called?
Autobots?
No.
It was Predacons and Decepticons. Or wait,
I don't know. It was
Predacons and then Maximals. It was Predacons.
whatever. Yeah. So like he fought all the dinosaurs instead of like the insects and rats and shit, whatever. And like he dies. They're like your energy level is running low. Like and he's like he knows that like they're trying to kill humans so that they can like in the past
the energon,
so
right?
they can like because like there's like the apes are like finding something that's gonna like evolve them into human beings and like they figure out that so like Megatron is like trying to kill them like destroy that tribe of apes that like evolve into human beings and like Dinobot finds out and like tries to warn everyone but no one can go and he goes by himself and just like dies and fights them all to like the death and like he just fucks them all up. It's like epic and then he dies and everyone's like this guy wasn't the piece of shit that we thought. Because, like, you know, like, the rat guy is like, yeah, I don't trust you. You're still one of them.
Yeah.
Like, all this shit, you know what I mean? It's like...
Rat Trap, dog.
Yeah, Rat Trap was trying to shit on... Dude, that shit was heavy, bro.
Oh, no, that was a cartoon.
We were just sitting there watching this shit. Like, we were just like, fuck. Like, this shit, this is, like, some real...
No, that was,
This is some real...
But
deal.
cartoons from our generation were that.
You know, they were definitely
You
real.
could literally just get this, like, life experience from a season of a show. You'd be like... like,
Yeah,
what the
that's
fuck?
surreal shit,
Like,
dude.
Yeah,
There's
it was
so much
crazy.
mature, like, so in like the 90s and stuff like that, in a lot of movies, you'll see that there's a lot of homages that are written for adults because they're watching it with their kids, and that's the whole point. Is like they're trying to make it. There's like underlying themes that go on through all this shit that you'll never see unless once you get mature, you'll get it. Like, you're like, what the fuck was that? And you're like, but as a kid, you're like, no, dude, it's just like Little Mermaid swimming. It's like, what sex? What are you fucking talking about?
I know,
you know, it's
dude.
like, what? But yeah,
The
like,
Road to
that
El
happens all
Dorado,
the time.
dude. There was a scene in that movie where, like, it was like the first time I ever noticed like a perverted scene in a Disney movie. I was like 13 when it came out, or
What movie?
The Road to El Dorado, or whatever. Or I was 11, and there was just this scene where like it was totally alluding to them just both smashing this chick or some shit. And I was like, oh my god!
But yeah, it
all the
happens a
adults
lot.
were like. I was like, I see you guys, dude. I was like, little Eiffel Tower action. Dude. I was like, you know.
The Road to El Dorado, bro.
Yeah, you know what that means, dude.
There's only one road. Yeah, it's El Dorado.
The golden fucking road.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I'm just talking. But that really happened. But I can't remember what it was. There was some sexual innuendo.
There's a lot of them.
I know, but I was like always oblivious to them. Remember when I like rewatched Who Framed Roger Rabbit with like a bunch of kids, and I was like, "Yo, this is hardcore." Like this movie's, they didn't know what the fuck is going on. Like that patty cake scene, I was like getting like a hard on. She's like, patty cake, and I was like, and he's just like taking pictures, and he's just like. Oh my god! And then it ends up being something stupid, but like like it's supposed to be like, I was like, oh my god, like the way she was talking, oh god,
Yeah.
it was super hot.
It's all over the place.
She was super hot, dude.
Yeah,
Jessica Rabbit's a fucking.
Well, they I think they censored her now. Like she's like no longer in.
They like have
That
her like
world.
in a jumpsuit, and she's
Well,
like
I
a
don't
fucking
know what it
Adidas,
is.
like
Yeah, but it's
jumpsuit
like
now. You're like,
she's
what the
not there
Some
anymore.
shell toes and shit, dude.
fuck? You don't know what I'm talking about. Skywalker's the best. So what else do we got here? So what made you stop doing the tournaments, dude? Was it Shogun? Be honest, was it Peter, dude?
Okay, first of all, let
Throw
me
Peter under the bus.
let me I want to ask like no,
I'm good, dude. Come on.
I have nothing against Peter, dude.
We're playing to the crowd here.
Okay, wait, we're playing to the crowd.
Anti-Peter crowd. We're talking
Real
about.
talk though, like, okay, this is something I wanted to know. How the fuck did Manny throw me under the bus? I don't remember this.
What are you talking about?
Manny Tempest, he threw me under the bus at some point during fucking San Diego Lounge or some shit. But like,
What?
somebody was like, he threw me under the bus. I don't even remember what it was. Like,
It's like a false memory, dude.
What's
You
it
get,
no,
like
plant
you guys
people?
were talking about it in a podcast, bro. I remember this.
What?
What the fuck?
Oh, okay, maybe I'm just fucking tripping. But no,
You're
I
hearing
No,
things, bro.
go on. This.
Wait, how
was it an
wasted were you?
accusation against you or something?
no, I don't
Were
know
you
what it
wasted
was.
at the
Maybe,
time?
I don't know. Fuck, but like,
I don't remember this at all.
but no, like like Cody brought it. It was on the Cody podcast.
Fuck, I'm not listening to
And
it.
something happened where like, dude, like Manny threw me under the bus during like Con Air or something like that, and told them that like, I don't know what it was though. Like you didn't talk about it, so I'm like, I don't even fucking remember. But like, I got in trouble, I guess, that I don't remember. But
What?
yeah,
Dude,
I don't fucking remember.
know.
I don't.
Maybe
even
I'm tripping
remember.
balls, dude. I don't know, but
In the comments, if anyone's watching
Yeah,
this,
Yeah,
But, like,
I
know
know
anything.
Jeez, dude.
I just don't fucking remember.
call the hotline.
Yeah, I know. Like,
Anonymous
dude,
tip.
where's Cody's number, bro? Because I know he's the one who brought it up. But no, like, I had nothing against Peter. I just got like, at a certain point, like, I just woke up a lot earlier, and you guys wanted to stay out a lot later. That was one thing. Two,
I woke up early from day one, motherfucker.
Bro, look, I'm just saying, like, I
You
had.
started waking up like an hour after I did. You were like,
Oh,
I'm
for
half
fuck's
the
sake,
man you
what
are.
I'm saying.
I was like,
No, but like, I kind of like was getting tired.
Yeah.
And I couldn't maintain like that schedule anymore.
I just remember leaving at 2 a.m. from a fucking one of the tournaments you ran at LDLs, and I got hit by a drunk driver. I was like, dude, this is fucking bullshit. I was like, you know what? Maybe John's onto something. Stop
No, but
That
like
makes sense, though.
it was that, and there were things that I couldn't afford at the time because, like I told you, so if I didn't meet that, I still had to pay for it. So it's like I couldn't do that anymore, and I was just kind of like, the way that it was set up when it started to become what it wasn't anymore. You know, like OFC was what I really wanted it to be, and it kind of
It definitely was not
evolved
OFC.
out of that. And that was when it started to become less fun for me and way more of like a job to me. And that's when
It was
I
a
like,
chore.
yeah, exactly. And that's when I was.
I
Like,
remember
all right,
you were
I'm done.
getting really. I could tell.
like burnt.
Yeah,
I was
definitely
trying
burnt.
to like convince you that like it wasn't. I was like, no, man, like it's still cool, bro. Like, and then you're
Yeah, I
just
remember,
looking at
but
me.
It was like it just wasn't the
And
same.
then it was just like, I was like, nah, dude, like, think about it, like, what's it called? Like, you know, this, and you're just looking at me, and I'm like, and, Peter, and then I just started crying. I'm like, you're right. It sucks. Everything sucks. I was like,
And it's sad.
it's never going to be the way it was.
I know,
I was
man.
like, I'm just kidding, but like, you know.
But no, like I had nothing against Peter, bro. But
I know, I don't either. I actually like Peter. I'm just talking shit because I think it's funny. And I think people want to hear like some
some gossipy
Oh yeah,
bullshit.
people just want to hear bullshit. People I'm just playing to the crowd, dude.
God, was there any fucking bullshit behind the tournament scene, the organizers? No, not that I can really remember. I think Sean didn't know what he was doing, but that was about it. Sean was the guy who did LDL and stuff like that. Like,
That guy was cool though.
which one?
Sean.
He was okay, but he didn't know how to run a fucking tournament.
Of course not.
Like, that was a fucking
You were
nightmare.
good at it.
I appreciate it.
You were a killer. And then
Well,
you
so was
took-
Asuka, dude. I'm so happy that
Well-
she, like, took the reins on that. That was great.
I mean, you asked Richard, you know, I don't want to like spill like in some clothes. He didn't say off the record, so fuck him off.
He said it on the podcast.
No,
though.
he didn't. It was after the podcast.
Was it?
Yeah, it was after the podcast.
Fuck.
He was just like, oh, I don't like when people say Asuka's like a TO. She's not a fucking TO. Like, she's never done anything in her entire life. I was like, bro, like, has she, like, bankrolled a major? No. Like, but does
Has she done some local shit? Like,
Like,
yeah.
when she just runs the brackets. That's, like, not... and I'm not going to lie. Like, I actually, like, kind of... I see what he's saying. But, like, as far as someone who just has run brackets and taken things and does, you know, like, that's not like a legit tournament organizer, but it's like someone who's like a, it's like a
She's been a part of it.
hand,
Yeah.
you know?
Right, yeah.
It's a hand.
She's a helping hand, dude.
Yeah,
sure.
but then like, and it was, I never told Asuka that, but I thought it was like, I was like, huh. I was like, it's kind of weird, like, that Richard would, like, go on, like, to, like, make sure that he's, like, oh, people saying Asuka's a TO, like, that's bullshit. She's not a real TO. She's, like, a Mickey Mouse TO or some shit. And I was just like, I mean, compared to you, she's, like...
Okay, real talk, though, like, how many tournaments has Richard run?
No, none of these guys have ever run any.
Then don't talk shit.
I
Run
know.
a tournament, then talk shit. I got, like, that's why I will defend Asuka, because, like, I got, like, okay, I'm not trying to be a fucking asshole here, but, like, I did try and, like, help her with all that stuff, and she kind of just took it over. And, like, some of fucking Dave's tournaments, like, that was a fucking shit show, bro. I walked in there, and I'm like, he's just sitting there with his fucking, like, 3 kids and shit, and this girl, and, like,
his cigar.
and I'm supposed to fucking raid all this fucking shit, and I'm like, alright, I guess I'll handle this. And Asuka was just chilling there helping me the whole fucking time. Like, I gotta give respect where it's due, you know?
No, for sure. I know.
That's epic, though, dude.
I know. I just thought it was, I mean, maybe he has some clarification, but that is what he said. Brandon was here.
Well,
He
I
thought he
think
said
it was
on the mic.
because she was roped in with David, and David's stuff was kind of weird, and maybe that was his rebuttal to it. I don't know.
Well, I think because she was helping with the like bracket videos,
Yeah.
Twitter and shit. or
But
whatever.
that's all.
But
maybe
she
that's
was
what
just
it
doing marching orders. She was just doing whatever David
Yeah.
said.
Yeah,
and I
but-
like David. I love David, but that fucking dude. I mean,
Bro, I was behind the scenes on that
bro.
shit.
I know.
Man.
I was too. I was like taking my staff shirt up. I was like, fucking shit. I like gave it to some kids. People were like jumping this guy. They're like, hey, are you running this tournament? He's like, yeah. They're like, yeah. He's like, oh. They're like beating him up and shit. I was like,
Why is this happening?
Boy.
I mean, like, that's when the man, yeah, Yun flip, dude. Sorry, guys, I don't like that motherfucker. There's a lot of, yeah, good times, some bracket visionaries, nonsense drama shit, but yeah,
Yeah.
we had a cool. Some of them were good. The last one, I guess, was the one that was. Or did you even?
I was there.
Yeah.
I helped run most of it. Like, that was,
You missed the worst one.
Which one was the worst one?
The second one at the hotel.
No, that was the one. I was there when Peter was there, and it was in the fucking, like, all along the walls and shit, and then the main stage was on the right side.
Okay, so that was
the worst one.
No, that
No,
was
okay.
that one was chaotic, but it was okay.
What was the worst one?
Was
Was this Powerbomb?
It was Hyperbomb Stage 3, I think.
Where was it at?
It was at the same place.
Oh, okay, then maybe I didn't.
It
miss
was
that.
at the same place, bro. It was a shit show, to fucking say the least, dog. Yeah, it made the other one that you thought was bad. It made it look like a fucking success story, like a fucking rags to riches. Fucking, I mean, bro, no, you dodged the fucking the megaton
You got out
bullet.
when the
dog.
time was getting.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Yeah, we all went down in flames on that one. I don't know, man. It was a bunch of ill-advised choices made by a fucking bad man.
Well, that's the thing. You're behind the scenes, so it's like, was there too much of a vision? Like, what happened?
Dude, I was like, I wish John was here. I was like, maybe me and John could save this, but you were nowhere to be found,
Yeah,
bro.
that's probably an IA. Like, so when we talk about stuff like behind the scenes and stuff, like you think it's like this some grandiose like vision and stuff like that, but it's really just lack of organization and leadership, and you just need someone to step into that role. Because like the issue that I've come to find when you talk about tournament organizers and stuff is being the leader also means the person to fall on the sword too. So like if you can't fucking handle your shit, you're fucked. Like legit. So like when I'm sitting there and like brackets, like because you have like this customer service kind of aspect to it, but then you like got a timing aspect to it too. So like when I'm running it and I'm an asshole, it's because I have to be an asshole. Like, I have to grab you when you're playing your fucking casuals, make you pause the goddamn game, put you in a fucking chair, bro. Like, I have to treat all these like, adults like they're 5-year-olds. I have to get the fuck up and play your goddamn game.
I remember
like,
you do that shit all the time.
But you have
like,
to
is
do
this,
it.
You're like, is this tournament? Oh, it was casual. You're like,
Get the fuck up!
out of here.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, John, yeah. No,
God.
Well, it was I mean, we've talked about this so many times, but one more time, just for old time's sake. It was just a massive fuck up on the scheduling aspect. It started at like 12, and
Advertised 12 or start at 12? Like fighting game standard time, or
no, bro, the doors opened at 10 in the morning. and there was some kid from Riverside who was there who was like special needs, and I'm like,
oh boy.
I was like, I'm gonna fucking kill someone. I'm like, where's David? I ran upstairs.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's like a pitch black room, and I just see these eyeballs like in
The Sopranos.
Yeah, I was like, David. He's just like, it's starting. I was like, get downstairs, you dumb fuck. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I'm not even trying to talk shit. Like, that's just a funny bit that I came up with, and it did happen. Like, I'm not saying this didn't happen, but like, it's a little exaggerated. Like, just a little
It's like
bit.
the mask. He's like Dorian upstairs in the fucking.
It's like the door opens, it's like all the smoke comes out.
There's like some like little kid on the ground with a fucking golf tee in his mouth. He's just like.
Bro, it was so
It's got
bad.
like a butler helmet.
Dude, it was so bad. I was like, yo,
God.
what the fuck are we? I was like, yo, this shit. And the whole time, when they were like, I was like, how many people are signed up? He's like, 50 or something, or 40. And I was like, how many pools do you have? He's like, 12. I was like, what?
12 for 40?
No, I don't know. I think it was broken up. No, dude, it was bad. It was like a 12 o'clock pool.
Okay.
Like a 16-man pool or something, and it was like halfway full. It ran in like 25 minutes, and it was a 2-hour slot to the next pool. The thing could have started, no bullshit, it could have started at like 6 o'clock at night and finished on time, and it started at noon. So there was like, there was. And I understand the frustration of all the people that were there. Like, they were like, dude, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't come up with this fucking horrible idea, and I didn't stick with this horrible idea. The thing is, at some point, you just got to pivot it and be like, all right, everything's changing. There's not enough people signing up. His mindset was that, like, all these people that are going to TwitchCon, because TwitchCon was the same day in San Diego.
Oh my god, now I fucking remember when this was. I remember this. I was fucking busy.
And he's like, all these people from TwitchCon are going to come into the tournament, and it's going to be like some crazy thing. I was like, that's not going to happen.
That's an assumption.
That's a very
I dream, dude.
yeah. You should just make a death pool for anyone who tries to do that. You shouldn't fucking You shouldn't plan the whole tournament based on. It was like he was acting as if it was a major with like 100 people there. Like in place of thousands, like 2,000
I know,
people.
100 people. No.
And there wasn't even 100 people.
Yeah.
It was like fucking 60 or something. So I was just like, and that was for all the different games, all the entrances combined. It was a little bit of people, bro, and less people probably came because of TwitchCon.
Yeah.
If it wouldn't have been TwitchCon, maybe more people would have showed up. And then there was the thing with fucking Flip and him freaking out, and then that might have been the year before that, dude. I think it was. I think that was the year you were there.
Okay, so there wasn't a kid with special needs when I was doing it. There, like when the Injustice 2 tournament was happening.
That's what I'm talking about. Jay Freed. That guy's a badass. I mean, he's not.
Is that the one where his dad was there?
Yeah.
Oh, that was fine.
No.
I handled that. That was fine.
The year after that.
Oh, okay.
It was the same kid showed up again.
Oh, okay.
And I know him. He's cool. I don't really know him, but I've hung out with him at the Hyper Bombs, and I saw him on Fightcade one time, and I recognized his name. And I was like, yo, dude, like, are you the guy that went to like the San Diego tournaments, like Jay Freed? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, dude, what's up? Like, I've helped you do, all this shit. And he's like, oh yeah, that was so much fun. All this shit. I was like, okay, well this guy still had fun, even though
That's good.
he should have had a shitty. He should have been like, man, you guys fucked that one up. I'd have been like, yep, sorry,
you're right.
Yeah, I mean,
You
but
guys really shit the bed.
that guy's cool. But I mean, he's not,
Yeah.
he needs a
guy.
little attention.
Yeah.
And fucking whatever. It was still, it worked. It was a little fucked up. There was one part of it that was good. There was an Alpha 2 tournament and it worked out pretty good.
That's good.
Everything else, I mean, that was the one thing that like I took care of, and it actually ran like perfectly fine. It was hype as shit. It was fucking badass. But everything else was just a fucking. Run It Black was like having a fucking panic attack, like fit. And he almost got like kicked out of the ejected because he was like throwing chairs around the fucking room. Yeah, it was bad. I mean, I could see.
Was he doing it because of the tournament, or was he doing it because of a match?
He was doing it because they're all waiting there. Everyone was waiting there. It happened the year before that too. And like we should have seen the writing on the wall. And I told him, bro, I went to the things where they were planning it, and I told them everything that they fucked up on. I was like, yo, you cannot have these brackets. You can't start at 12.
Yeah.
You can't do this. Don't do it like that. No one listened to a fucking word I have to say. They were listening to some fucking New Jack kid, some like intern fucking dummy head who was like trying to like be cool and like
He's
work.
like a briefcase full of papers.
Yeah.
He like worked for free for like Wednesday night fights and was just a total tool. That guy, I don't even remember his name. He's so just inconsequential. Like this fucking kid, whatever. That guy's a fucking.
I think like when you like try and get people who are like quote unquote like have these accolades or whatever, you know, like nothing's gonna beat being in the raw shit of it like the whole
100%.
fucking time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
if you can't tell,
dude,
like if you just can't rip the cord out of
Yeah.
someone's game and be like, get up, go play your match.
Yeah,
Just do it.
exactly.
Like you're not, you know.
you gotta be that guy, and like the thing is they'll hate you in the moment but respect you after. And
Yeah.
you really have to like really embody that.
Because
It's
there's
crazy.
passion coming from so many places. Passion coming from you to run the tournament. Passion from these guys playing these casuals,
Yeah.
trying to learn shit. So it's like, in the moment, yeah, but then you're like, dude, he's doing his job. Like, we
I
need to get this
think
tournament
in a
right.
weird way, granted you never threw like a big tournament. You were like the most successful TO that like San Diego, other than Cody, obviously.
Oh, yeah,
for
definitely.
the tenure, you know, just
sure.
the longevity. But like as far as something running in a couple hours and like getting it done, like you were like a king at that shit.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Honestly,
No, seriously.
people would be playing casuals. You're like, everyone off this wall, everyone on this wall playing casuals, get the fuck up. This match play there, that
Yeah.
match play there. This play. I was like, yo, dude, John's he's a fucking real. He's one of the real ones. You know what I mean? And
Appreciate it.
I don't know. There's a lot of people that are new that just don't even know. They don't even remember. They weren't there to see.
Back in Nam.
They
dude.
weren't there to see you in action, just fucking kicking ass and taking names. But yeah, imagine if you were good at games, also, dude.
This motherfucker is like, imagine you were good. Oh fuck. Okay. No, like that's real though. Like most of my time was not spent playing the game. It was making other people play the goddamn game. That's real.
I'm just fucking with you.
No, I know. It's all good.
Who was your
that's
main?
I remember
your
in 4?
T-Hawk, but is that your main?
In 4?
Yeah.
No, T-Hawk. It was Vega.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Okay, you were kind of
I
overshadowed.
remember
Oh yeah,
that.
absolutely. No,
By Paul and Manny.
yeah, absolutely. Manny got way better than me, dude, because he was playing the game when I was running tournaments. Like that's just how it
Yeah.
kind of divulged. So
That was cool though.
yeah,
It was good.
I did have a lot of rivalries with Manny, and Manny hated the mirror,
Did you beat him?
so I did beat him like
Couple
a
times?
good port, like even amount.
That's
But then
so cool.
he just kept getting
He got better.
So
and
I
better,
couldn't
better,
beat
better.
him anymore. But like towards the beginning, like when I was doing the tournaments and playing, like it was a good amount of like rivalry, and then he just kept getting better and better, and then I just kind of fell off. So, but Manny was the person I think was my rival, so to speak.
Damn.
Damn.
So
It's crazy because we all consider Paul better than Manny too at the beginning of Manny's
absolutely.
run. But then
Yeah.
Manny got
Manny got
good.
way better.
He got really good.
his hair didn't, but
Yo! Shots fired, dude.
Manny's hair sucks. Dude.
His hair sucks and his driving sucked, and he like
Dog, dude, that guy could not. No wonder he was always riddled with anxiety. It's like I've seen him drive before. I'd be fucking scared walking down the street if I was that fucking kid. Jesus Christ. I mean, what are we doing? He's just running over fucking
Mediums and shit.
Yeah, he's like, oh, and we're like, what are you doing, man? And he's just like, nothing, everything's fine. There's like oil like just pouring out of his spit. All the lights are going on. I was like, dog, he's
stopping
stopping
at every gas station to put oil in. He's like, no, this is normal, dude. Like, we'll get there, guys.
Yeah. Manny was a badass
fuck,
though.
dude.
Everyone was cool. Everyone
No,
was
hell
cool.
yeah, dude. Like, I think that's the coolest part too. Is like you would see someone that would play the same character as you, and they were talking about FGC Job Squad. How like it's cool to see the different patterns of a same character. Like, oh, this guy plays really rush down, or this guy plays super defensive, and you get to see a different play style of like a same character that you play, and you're like, dude, I could be doing. Like, it helped us like grow even that much faster too. Because you're like, well, I'm doing all this stuff, but he's doing this one thing I've never done before. Like, I got to incorporate that into my game, too. And I always thought that was, like, the coolest part about it. You know? Sean and Jake playing fucking Sakura, and they just both played so fucking different.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? You'd learn something new from each match, dude, and it'd be the same fucking character. You're like, what the fuck is
Yeah.
going on?
Dude, Jake was pretty good at one point.
He was my rival.
Dude,
His
when
level
he
up series.
fuck out of me.
Yeah.
Dude, when he was gonna make it out of pools and
Who
beat
was it?
L.I. Joe,
That's what it was, dog.
and he just fucking dropped his combo at the end, I was like, dog, that's not even a hard.
That's disheartening.
All he had to do
That's
was.
I don't think I remember this.
Oh, I remember it.
We were all
I remember it.
hyped because like that's when we all really started leveling up
Yeah.
and seeing the
And Jake was getting good, and he was getting
fruit of
better.
your yeah,
And he
oh,
was just
God.
putting it on L.I. Joe to make it out of pools, bro. And we're like, you got it, dude. You got it. It's over. To like qualify, to like get out winners. And yeah, it just didn't go down good.
I know I almost made it out in one Evo. You were there.
He jumped in over a fireball, like jumped in fierce, and
he just
instead of
had
just
the-
altering, he tried to like do like crouching something into EX DP to land the ultra afterwards, and like just
This
was so mind fucked that he jumped over the fireball and was gonna win that he just dropped the combo, and then he blocked the EX DP
Fuck,
and like
bro.
killed him or some shit, and we were just like. And
Oh,
I was
dude.
like, "You fucked up so
Yeah,
bad,
all
bro."
felt that way.
I didn't
That
even
was
want
so
to
weird.
talk to that motherfucker for a minute or two. I was like, I can't believe you lost that shit. I was like, and L.I. Joe wasn't even like, you know, he wasn't like in vanilla. He was kind of good, and then he had that run in 5. But at that point, dude, I mean, like,
He was not fizzling out, but
he was a
definitely
fucking
kinda,
just.
Yeah.
Whatever. There's a lot of fish in the sea. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I was like, Jesus Christ. He had it, and that'd have been such a cool like win. You could hold that shit, but instead, you don't hold
No.
it, and it's like just profound sadness.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%, dude.
Like, imagine if I would have like lost to XSK Samurai, dude, and I wouldn't have any claim to fame, dude. Like, that's what it'd be like. Dude. It's like, I have a podcast now. Doing this shit.
Look at me now, dude.
Yeah, dude.
This is the life you could be living, dude. Oh, that's so fucking funny, dude. Oh,
Yeah. You and Jake kind of had a falling out because you guys are like BFFs, right?
Oh yeah, that was an experience. I don't want to get too into the weeds on that,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Didn't he go like full blown like woke cult-ish type?
yeah. I don't really want to go too deep into that, but because
That just
like
sucks
the
the
thing
fun
is,
out
is
of
like
everything, doesn't it?
I love Jake.
That just
I,
sucks the fun, the woke fucking,
Yeah.
like, it's like,
like I love Jake and everything. I do wish him the best. It's just like he just chose a path that I can't really follow right now. So
yeah. You know, people change, dude. That's
Like, I
what
don't want to get
sucks,
too into
you know?
it, but I'm gonna say like the most damning thing.
Yeah,
he went down a path that I
no,
couldn't even,
it's just like
I couldn't
he-
even look
wait,
down.
No,
Like,
it's not even like that, dude.
What
It's
happened?
just like
I know. You don't have to say it.
yeah, it's hard because I love the guy and I just wish him the best. That's all. Stop, you fuck, dude. Well, I love the guy and I just wish him the best. You know, him, his daughter, and Megan. Like,
No, definitely.
For sure. Yeah. So I got some questions for you.
yeah, hit me.
Can you confirm your whereabouts on January 6th?
No.
That's an insurrection joke. No, what else? No.
Yeah, let me go get my hat out of my car really quick.
No,
guys.
that was it. That's all I have. Yeah, that was.
I mean, we can go.
No,
talk
I
about
was
stuff
supposed
like
to.
that.
I
It's
was
all good.
supposed to like open with that joke, and I totally forgot about it.
I'm probably on some watch list. I'll be honest with you.
You're on some
but
FBI list somewhere. They're just
Yeah.
like this guy.
they're probably watching this podcast, being like, "Why the fuck are these kids talking about fighting games when I've got like fucking terrorist number 1 right in the middle?" You know?
The war, the homegrown terrorism. Is
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
all,
I'm right here,
they're all
guys.
FBI agents and
Yeah.
shit. It's like more people were like spooks and that like kidnapped the like governor and like you know that like weird what was it? It was like
Oh yeah.
like
They
there
were
was like
planning on kidnapping.
there was like
her and they never got
6
it.
people involved and 4 of them were
Yeah,
FBI
so-
agents and there's
so,
like these 2 like half retarded people that are
Yeah.
just like
You're talking about the governor in one of the states, right?
Yeah.
So, in that state, they actually allow citizen arrest. So what you can do is, if there's enough belief that the individual is causing too much damage to the state, you can citizen arrest them.
yeah.
And that's where that all stemmed from, is that the governor
They were gonna go arrest her.
Yeah, exactly. But that was then juxtaposed with thinking that it was terrorism at the same time. So
Oh my gosh.
yeah, so it's a very fine gray line. Like, you're riding like this really narrow path, but like that was the difference between a citizen's arrest of like someone, like a group of people thinking that this individual was literally fucking over the citizens of that state. And you know, you have your own belief system of that, like if they thought it or not. But
so all these guys like rolled up with like fucking ARs.
They were
like
probably
pistols. They were gonna like kidnap this chick. No, but it came out that like the people who organized that whole thing
was the FBI.
Yeah. And they just got some like mentally fucking. Dude, they do this shit all the time.
Yeah, no, that's real.
They like there was this one like no, they just like they like try to get all this credit for like stopping some terrorist thing. There was one guy who was this guy was like kind of mentally, he was a Muslim dude, and like he wasn't even all there.
Yeah.
And they like
autistic maybe.
Yeah, and the FBI sent him all this like ISIS propaganda and got him to like go drive them. Come help us. We're gonna go like do some like bombing thing in this place. Like, can you drive us? And he's like, oh, let me ask my mother. And then he's like, okay, fine. And then he went and they arrested him and like threw him in fucking.
Yeah, it's a psyop
shit. And it's like, dude, like, you guys, it's fucking Minority Report shit.
Yeah, it is.
It's like we're gonna inception something that you didn't even think about, and then brainwash you into being okay with it, and then we're gonna arrest you for doing. And none of it was never real. None of the crimes that they were gonna commit were real. None of the what's it called were real. It's like one of the most crazy things that the FBI does, and it's just like
they still do it. Like it happens all the fucking time.
Of course. This is all new news.
It's all fucking trash.
Just
know that, like, okay, who was the last person that wanted to dismantle the FBI?
John F. Kennedy.
What happened to him?
He got shot in the head twice.
I'm just saying, man, it's a coincidence. I'm just saying. I can't prove shit, but
yeah. Hey, Jack Ruby's like fucking like Manson's like okay.
I'm down to go down these roads. I'm fucking ready. I have all this shit ready. Like, if you want to talk about Epstein, I'm ready, bro. Like,
well, okay,
I'm ready.
this is funny because
ready.
like people don't know this, but me and Brandon were gonna make our first video, and I was like, we got to do something that no one's done before. Like, we got to break the internet. Like, no one knows who we are. If we just do something crazy, it will go viral. So I took my life savings.
$5.
No,
the money you got from your dad, the $1 million, right?
No,
the $1 million you got from your dad. No Trump jokes. Come on, guys.
No, it was $4 million. No, I took $12,000 and we bought one of those Wayfair cabinets.
Okay,
and we were like, we bought a mystery cabinet, guys. Let's see what happens. And we opened it up. We have the whole video. We had to fucking, the FBI took it. They seized everything. We open it up, and there's just some kid like wrapped up in fucking like in saran wrap, and we're just like, oh my god. And then we contacted the FBI. They came. We had to like do all. We showed them that we were fucking around the whole time, and we turned the kid back to his family. He got scooped in Las Cruces at a fucking truck stop. And like, I'm just joking, but like. It would have been funny when those weird Wayfair cabinets were going for like $20,000. Exactly, they had names of like missing children on them and shit. You're just like, what is going on?
You're like, what the fuck?
Fucking Ghislaine Maxwell's like getting arrested. Like fucking, she's like, I'll tell you everything about the Clintons and what's it called. Like,
she ain't gonna say shit, bro. Like
everyone's neck's getting snapped in prison.
She's
like,
gonna suicide or something.
Putting her shoelace around there. I'm like, oh no, this is too crazy.
Another one to fucking hanging themselves and masturbating, dude. Like,
yeah.
What's up with that? Like, that's just like a thing now.
Oh no, you didn't know? Okay, so that's a thing. It's
a
thing. So it's asphyxiation. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, but like, it just seems like that's happening so much lately.
Okay, yeah, but like,
or like all of like, so everyone who had beef with the Clintons have all these
you need
mental
plausible
health
deniability,
issues.
Okay.
And that's what it's all about. It's like, so basically they can hang themselves. Okay, so like take for instance John McAfee, right? Does anyone think he actually killed himself?
He had a tattoo that said, "If I'm dead,
yes, exactly,
I got murdered."
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
or something or it said whacked. Or
yeah,
something.
exactly, whacked, schwacked with a $sign or something like that. But
dude, John McAfee was a fuck. I think that guy was crazy though.
He wasn't crazy.
He killed someone and fuck. Have you guys seen the Gringo documentary?
No, I've seen that.
It's called Gringo. It's on fucking
Netflix or something?
Amazon, maybe.
Okay.
Amazon Prime or something. And it's called Gringo, The Crazy Life of John McAfee. And it's about him in like Peru, and he killed his neighbor.
I didn't know.
Like he murdered him because the guy, he had these dogs and he had all this security because he always was paranoid about like people fucking. and his dogs would always go and fuck with the neighbor and like cause all these problems. So the neighbor poisoned his dog.
Oh yes, I did hear
and
about
then
this.
He killed his neighbor.
I
and
do
got
remember
away with
this.
it.
Yeah,
he paid some guy to fucking kill him, and it was a fucking crazy story. And then he left the country and like ended up dying in some fucking. Didn't he?
He died in a prison.
Yeah, he died in a prison. His wife was like, he never would have killed himself.
His wife and his kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
So like,
and he made these weird videos like before he died on YouTube, like weird CG videos where he's just like, dude, this shit was wild.
so
that was a fucking crazy.
So there's
motherfucker.
like some crazy shit that you can do in videos and stuff. So what he conspiracy shit, right? So what you do is you go into the video, press F12 to open the hyperlink in the video, and read the code within it. Usually there's messages in it. You can look at. This is how Cicada. Do you know what Cicada is?
Cicada 113 or
Yeah.
whatever.
Okay. So one of the ways that they found how to get to the next part of the puzzle is you hide messages within the code, right? So what you do is you embed the code. It gives code linked to the video and all that other stuff into like the hard code of the video, which probably had more timing on the video than YouTube allowed to like show. So you could actually go to the actual link to the player to access the file that may have had hidden information in it. So he could have coded something in there. I don't know.
You don't even. You're just talking out of your ass right now.
No, okay, the Cicada stuff's real. You can actually.
No,
go
I
in
know.
there,
I know.
but-
I watched the fucking video.
But what I'm trying to say is like
I've heard of it.
that there's probably messages within that video that only certain people are privy to.
Okay. Okay. All right.
I mean, that makes
What was I
sense.
gonna say? Did you watch that Q documentary on HBO?
Okay,
Into
so
the Storm?
So let me.
Bro, did
okay,
you
no,
watch
hold on,
that shit?
Hold on. I'm gonna go way deeper than you expect right now. But I'm not saying that I believe any of it. But I've been following Q since 2017.
I know.
So I
You
was
were like the first person I ever
like,
heard.
so I
even-
like read all that shit. I don't know what was true and what was not true, but something that I can say is I don't know if Epstein would have been found out without a massive people starting to look into him. I don't know, because that was a lot of the stuff that individual, whether it be a psyop or not,
Wait a
was trying to
second. What are
reveal.
you talking about?
So-
you think Q's real?
No. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it was real or not, because a lot
Bro,
of the
it's that kid. It's
kid?
fucking Code Monkey.
bro, you can paint anything on anybody.
Okay.
Like that's what I'm saying. It's like,
Fall Guys, bro.
Yeah.
bro, if they can convince some weird Muslim dude, FBI, to drive a bomb somewhere, you can convince anyone is anybody.
Okay, that's true, but have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen a documentary, but I've been
Watch
following
it
it.
because it paints a pretty
No,
simple
and that's fine. Like,
picture, and he's just fucking with everyone.
and it's true. It probably could be true, but it's interesting because there's certain things that he like was portraying, if that is true, that led to a lot of stuff that Epstein was doing, and drawing these connections and stuff like that. Because he was drawing legit connections with Ghislaine Maxwell and Chelsea Handler and all this other stuff with Vixen and crap like that. So
Okay.
Damn, dude.
No, don't listen to this guy.
I know you know you
Watch
look,
Into the Storm. You'll fucking
do
just
your
laugh.
own
It's a
research, man.
fucking
Like, I'm not
comedy.
anybody that says this is the true way and you have to believe what I say is obviously lying to you. I'm saying you do your own research and make your own decision.
No, yeah, I understand, but I mean, the evidence is pretty bad. It's damning. It's damning for sure. He outs himself like 3 or 4 times.
Hey, you know what? And that's
Who,
fine.
Epstein?
No, Code Monkey being
What's his
the cute
name?
guy.
Oh,
Fucking
okay.
forgot his name.
I know who you're talking about because he looks a little
He's
weird.
a little fucking half Asian, half white kid. He lives in Japan. He's a troll, bro. He's like he runs the 8kun fucking board.
yeah.
Okay.
They bought 8chan off of that little crippled kid. That guy's funny, by the way. Actually, the characters in that whole series, like,
Yeah.
the whole series of events, the guy who made 8chan and the guys who bought it from him, they're fucking, dude, it is like the most character of all characters people you ever meet.
No, it's probably wild.
It's just, it was interesting. And then I was like, who are these weirdos? Then you end up liking them because they're just so fucking stupid. And you're like, dude, these guys are kind of cool. Like, they're wild as shit, but like,
well, if you think about it, like,
they're internet people.
yeah, but how funny is that you convinced literally like a good portion of the United States population that's real?
Well,
if anything, that's funny.
No, I think
Yeah.
it is funny. I honestly, I don't even. These people are all mental, dude.
Yeah, well,
But
it's the same thing like where you talk about.
I have aunts and shit who think Q is like real and shit. They think that like
So like,
there's underground pipes in DC connecting fucking
Well, okay, so that links to the
pizza places.
Yeah, so that links to that stuff. So
I mean, I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I get that there probably is some shady underground shit, but it doesn't mean that Hillary Clinton's like involved in it.
No, it doesn't. I'm not going to say yes or no to any of it. So, like, here's the thing: you can't prove any of it, right?
No,
like,
exactly.
when you acid wash Bath a laptop, like, you can't really prove anything because there's no evidence to prove such. But you got to ask, why did they do it? You know, like, who knows what was in it?
That's very true.
But like the whole pizza thing, the whole like fucking pizza shop and all that stuff. Well, do I know it's true or not? No, I have no fucking clue. But like those symbols I was showing you, that's like the crazy shit. That like it's a weird connection. That
I think that's all
certain
real,
things.
actually.
Oh yeah, I do too. I think that like the pedophilia.
But I
rings
think
and stuff, I think is
the
real.
designs could easily just be an accident. Like the pizza slice that's making the triangle thing. Like that could just be like...
It could be an accident. So the reason why I'm skeptical on that accident is why did they change it immediately after? Like, leave it if it's just a happy accident.
Well, if you don't change it, then they'll be like, wow, they're just flying in our faces.
What do you
They're
mean?
just openly... They don't even... They have no shame. You could make the exact argument if they didn't do it.
Oh, yes, you're right.
If they did, then they're like, well, look, they changed it. But if they don't, they're like, look at these sons of a...
I mean, that's fair.
They don't even care.
But I guess the question is, why does the symbol show up in so many things? Do you know? Like, how? Okay, can I ask you a question?
That
Both of you
voodoo
question.
one, okay, no, I'm not gonna lie. So whenever
The Voodoo Donuts, right?
The Voodoo Donuts
Yeah.
one, it was crazy because there was a video, and people have no idea what we're talking about.
Okay,
But you know
so
what?
long story short, there are symbols that are connected that the FBI are aware of and the CIA are aware of that are translations for certain pedophilia rings and like how to access certain child trafficking rings and what you want.
It's all the shit that
like
Ashton
finding one of
Kutcher
those-
talks about.
Yeah,
in
exactly.
Congress.
Actually, yes.
It's like finding like one of those sneaky speakeasies where you got
Yes, exactly. You got to know to know. Yeah.
It's like a Drew on Backpage, fucking back in the day.
Oh my god.
Okay, yeah.
That's fucking nuts, though.
But there's a lot of weird shit on these websites, like Backpage or Craigslist, where it's like some hotel room and there's like fucking some weird.
You don't know
Well,
what's
if you
going on.
think about it,
It's weird, bro.
it makes sense
Yeah.
how you would get this thing. It's like you have to do it underground, kinda, and you have to like advertise it in a weird way too, you know. So
Yeah.
a symbol would be the easiest way to do so.
Yeah.
That's fucking weird.
It's another language. You have to use another language that people don't understand that they think is normal. And then once they think it's normal and it's just a pattern, they can use it
Bam
anywhere.
Margera's into pedophilia, dog. He
Is that
created his
real?
own language, dog.
So, oh yeah, well, I don't know
I'm
shit
just
about
trying-
that, bro. But like,
No,
There's
it's like
people who do that shit. There's
No,
like
yeah.
sci-fi writers who just like make their own.
he's
languages
like
and
going
shit.
down a bad road right now. I'm like, he needs I think he went to rehab already. I'm not 100% sure, but there was this epic video of him just like speaking this different language that he wrote, and he's like rapping and like writing the rap in the language, and
Dude,
like
he's
he's
lost
like, I can read this faster than English and shit.
Like,
You're like
out of his mind.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude.
Dude, people
I was like,
go
this poor
fucking-
guy.
People lose their shit.
I will say, like, humans have a thing that they do, and everyone does it, that they want to think that so much crazy shit is happening because life at the end of the day is boring.
Mm-hmm.
So when you think about stuff like this, it's so profound. Like, there's no way this can happen, but I think Epstein proved that it can.
Or
know
if
what
you
I mean?
want to be a part of like you want to be in the know,
Right.
Like, oh, I really know what's going on.
You don't. You don't
I
know
know.
shit.
I know John
Right.
Podesta abducted a girl in Italy and like they
Yeah.
fucking killed her or whatever.
They have some just John Podesta has some weird ass paintings.
I
in his
know.
fucking house,
No,
dude. That's the creepiest shit.
No,
I've
I know.
ever
I
seen.
know.
Dude,
Weird.
dude,
Little kids tied up with their
like
hands behind their back
and
their
the ass is showing are all red and shit. It is
Like
creepy.
he's like spanking
Bro,
her and shit.
fucking
Bro,
I'm already on a watch list, so it doesn't matter.
This shit
So hold on, I'll show you.
I'm not gonna lie. Like some of the shit that
well,
comes
you
out of
hear
this-
about the trans age shit, right?
What?
What?
It's like a new movement. It's like trans age, where they're like I might be 45 years old, but on the inside, I feel like
Oh yeah,
I
so that
can.
justifies that.
Yeah.
That sexual.
This
Yeah.
shit needs to stop, bro.
Okay, so before the pause, we were talking about this slow drip of acceptance with this like.
There's
thing and
people who
stuff.
make these weird arguments that like pedophilia is like a sexual.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
This
and that's a
is-
slow drip kind
It's
of
like,
bullshit,
bro,
man.
what are we talking about right now?
You can be gay.
Is the thing
I
is
could
about
like little kids.
The thing is that a kid, like a young kid, will never be able to consent to anything.
Oh my!
This is the shit that's
God.
in. this. I'm not showing that.
Yeah.
That's creepy.
All over. The guy has like 6 paintings fucking painted by that person.
Yeah. And then we can talk about the spirit cooking rituals if you want to talk about that too.
I think that's all bullshit.
No, it's on film, bro. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Well, there's a film of me fucking.
Look, that shit is like creepy. I'm just talking about creepy shit now. I'm not saying if it's like actual them sacrificing some human kid.
There was one video. I
I
don't know, man. You can't even fucking go big. I don't know if these are trolls or what. Or they could be fake. They could be deep fakes.
Of course they could.
It could all be fucking.
Or it could be real. Who knows?
Could be. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing that's fucking.
That's what's
I don't
scary.
know why I put like just the tiniest little bit of like I use like 1% of my like energy of like viewing shit into like weird conspiracy theory shit just because it's funny and I want to like have a fun time seeing some weird child for like fucking like weird conspiracies about like Bill Gates and Epstein and fucking what's it called. I'm just like and it's like so fucking weird but like who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, you got like once you get money and you got everything, it's like what do you do after that? It's like
once you have money, what's the next step? It's power over people.
Yeah.
That's really what it is.
It's
and being
really
able
enforcing
and then
your like.
so all these sick fucks, like it's like I've done this, I've done that. It's like what have I never done?
Yeah, exactly. What can I get away with?
And then what the Epstein thing was that like the idea was that like he blackmailed you.
Yeah. So you couldn't say shit.
Yeah, like you'd go to him because he was like he had all these crazy fucking young chicks all over
R.
the
Kelly
place.
did the same thing, dog.
And then the whole thing was that like you heard about this like there's this fucking pedo island shit. And people are just like shut the fuck up, and they're like no dude, there's like a big weird like Egyptian like the
temple there
on the side, and it's like people are like stop it, you're just making shit up, and then it comes out
and then you're like
that it's real, and you're like oh no, and it's like Bill Clinton flew on the Lolita Express
like 37 times.
30 times. You're like
even
wait what? Or what's the other? The Prince, the guy from England.
Prince Andrew.
Prince Andrew is just like I never knew she was underage. Or,
exactly.
And then there was that weird cult in New Mexico that they were like branding women and shit. This is a lot of shit that like
that's Vixen.
Yeah,
and they have it right here.
Yeah, and they're like none of this could be real.
Yeah,
and then it's like
that's the thing.
It's like these Hollywood actresses are like recruiting people to be in these like weird.
And everyone thinks like, no, this isn't real.
And then Alex Jones is like screaming at
and then he's right. For fuck's sake. God damn it.
People get arrested for all this shit. You're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Well, it's so easy. Like, Lul Pearlman was the guy that did all the boy bands. And I've talked about this before. But even his house, there was people that were like, if you have a son, you don't send him to that house.
Yeah.
And they're like, what? Like, if people could just... Nowadays, it's a little bit harder, but people are still doing it. But it's like
that. There was one guy in the Russian, like, in the like Soviet, like
Yuri Bezmenov.
Maybe he was
talk
like
about how you do propaganda, spin it.
No. He was like a right hand man to like Stalin.
Okay.
And he had like a really bad thing with kids.
I know what you're talking about.
And even like there's like writing.
He's like, I think they called him the butcher or something.
And people
like that.
knew, dude. There was like writings like in like Stalin's journal or some shit. He's like, I found out that like my kid went to his house and I was like, get the fuck out of there right now, because he would like steal these like little kids from the gulag and like fucking kill them and shit and like do all this fucked up shit.
Yeah.
He was a sick fuck. And it's like,
I know what you're talking about.
And then so like, you know, throughout history, there's these powerful people that can just like
get away with
kind
anything.
of shit that, you know, there's all these disenfranchised people and they got these kids that no one's looking after and they just go missing, and then where do they go?
Yeah.
What happens is never found, never what's it called. Forever, it's like, I mean, then you see those things where like that chick was like, I was kept captive from Tom Hanks. And you're like, this one could be complete. That's the one where like you see Tom Hanks' kid like speaking Jamaican and shit, and you're like, okay, this is cool. Like I like this guy. You can see that fucking video. Have you guys seen this video?
No, I haven't seen it.
No,
I haven't seen this.
The Channel 5 news video.
No. It just came out recently.
Oh, not that long ago. Yeah,
No,
I didn't see it.
Dude, this is the greatest. I sent it to David. And he was. So there's this bit where like we went to Hard Times in San Diego, and it's like this Jamaican restaurant, and they all have like accents, and David's in there being cool with everyone, and we're there for like 20 minutes in line, and everyone's talking, and then we go outside, and Asuka starts speaking in a Jamaican accent, and I'm like, you need to fucking knock that shit the fuck off. Everyone's like looking at us and shit, and I'm like, babe, like, come on, what are you doing? And then like this video came out with like Tom Hanks' son. Like, he can speak Jamaican, like, with the accent, like, perfectly.
All the slang they
Dude,
use.
it's the funniest shit I've ever seen him. And I sent it to David, dude. He was like, I was like, hey, it's Asuka. I've been at hard times for 15 minutes. And he lost his shit. And he's like, this is the best video I've seen in my life. And it's just him going like, put on partner, like, just saying, right by the beach, boy. It's so fucking funny, dude. And then it's so funny. We gotta watch it after the podcast. We always should watch it on the podcast, but I don't know how to make it work on the fucking. I can't figure it out.
One day, dude, we're just gonna fucking.
Dude, this is the greatest
dude.
video on the internet. Like, it is, and they make him look so stupid, dude. They just fucking send this guy to hell, dude.
That's so sad.
But it's really
dude.
funny. It's fucking funny as shit. We'll watch it later.
Oh my god, dude.
I don't know. We've gone down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Oh, we got time.
Yeah.
I had to like piss myself. What do you got, Brandon?
I want to talk about this fucking Vegas. Uber
Oh,
fucking story
dude.
that
Okay.
John was talking about.
So I've been playing a card game recently called Flesh and Blood. It's a really fun card game, but that's not really what the relevant point is. But they had a Vegas
That's
tournament.
some weird flesh and blood.
So okay.
What is the fucking?
Yeah, I know, right? After the fucking like weird child shit and like the Russian
symbols
butcher
on that
kid.
card,
Yeah, I know, right?
The fucking Ghislaine
So-
Maxwell?
yeah, I know.
Naked, or like what's going on?
No, don't ruin my secret. Now, anyway, so basically, it's a card game from New Zealand, Legend Story Studios. But the whole point is like they want people to play the card game in the flesh and blood. That's the whole point.
Okay,
They don't want it to be
online
virtual,
thing,
online like what
yeah.
Magic's doing and Pokemon and all that shit. So
That makes sense.
Besides the point, the tournament was in Vegas, and fucking it's Saturday night, and my girl and I are just out of like we went to what's his name Bobby Flay. No.
Oh shit!
Not Bobby Flay.
They want people to
yeah.
play in person during the pandemic, dude. It's like
Is it Hell's Kitchen?
germs,
dude?
guns,
Yeah, Gordon Ramsay. Thank you. So we just got out of that, and because you don't fucking drive on the strip.
No.
Fuck that, dude.
that shit.
So I call an Uber.
Hold on. You went to Vegas to play this game?
Yeah, why not? You go to Vegas to play Evo, don't you?
Was it a tournament?
Yeah.
Was it the biggest tournament?
In the States.
Are you good?
I knew.
Okay.
Damn, dog.
All conceded.
I went 2-2, I believe.
That's fucking respectable, though.
Anyway, besides the point. So
Did you win your first match?
yeah.
Okay.
You're good.
That's all that counts.
Yeah, you get a pass.
Because at one point you were undefeated, dude.
That is a true statement. Okay, so we get this Uber, and this dude is like, I want you to imagine what you think of when you think of like a guy who's gonna murder you from Uber. Okay, just imagine that.
Is it like that
Looks
Looney
like a-
Tunes, like fucking, in that Looney Tunes movie when we were little kids, where like they pick up that hitchhiker and he's just in the back and he's all
Oh, I
Yeah.
kinda
big
do.
and scary and like
Yeah.
they start realizing that he's the guy like on the radio. They're talking about like escape from prison and shit. You remember that,
Bro, he's like overweight old dude, has a fucking greasy ponytail,
Oh,
old man,
my God.
fucking like gray hair and shit.
He's like, you guys
And
trying
he's
to
just-
get jacked up?
Dude, you think like
I got a place that does
You
it for
think-
40. You're like,
bro,
what?
you remember that like when we were in Vegas for Evo, like that one limo driver trying to get us the deals and all that shit.
Yeah.
Like that guy was cool. I had got no problem with that limo driver.
Okay,
This guy's just sitting there.
And we're just like LDs, and he's
Yeah.
like, bro, I got places.
Yeah.
I got deals with all
Yeah,
these
and you're like,
places
no,
for like LDs. He's like, I can take you to Sapphires. I'll get you guys into free at fucking Spearman Rhino. We just like showed him our eyes, and they were like all pink and swollen and fucked up. He just like turned off the meter and drove it.
Yeah.
He's like, these guys are going all nude.
Yeah.
Boys. They're like, yeah.
So anyway, when you like, he's just like this greasy old man, like, and just dead quiet, right? Just like that dead silence.
What kind of car was he driving?
It's fucking like SUV.
No, was it like a
shit.
white panel van?
No.
Just like cages in the back and
No,
shit.
no,
You're
Fucking
like,
ice cream.
It
fucking
wasn't
chest,
that
like
bad,
that,
bro,
like-
but it's gonna get a little worse, okay?
okay.
So a lot worse. So he's just like sitting there, his mask's all up, and it's out of nowhere he just starts complaining about the traffic, and I'm like, okay, that's fine.
Was it bad?
But like it was the Strip,
It's
like
Vegas,
it's
yeah.
Vegas, like of course you're gonna deal with that.
Was he white?
Yeah. But like it was just like he was just getting more aggressive and more aggressive and more aggressive. It's just like this dude is so mad, and I'm just sitting there like, okay, we're just going, and I don't know Vegas that well, but I do know the route to get back to the place that I'm going, right? Because I know people have taken me there.
Oh no!
So he reroutes somewhere else to get on the freeway, which we've never done before. Okay, and that like
you just like, hey, can we stick to?
Oh, I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
He's like, I just gotta swing by my friend Gislaine's house.
Yeah.
Like,
So,
hey.
dude, like I was like, okay, I know this sounds over dramatic, but I was ready to like. I might die tonight, and I might have to try and kill someone
Did you like
tonight.
put your keys in your fist and shit? Were you
Yeah,
just,
dude,
like,
I was like right
Held the
here,
door handle
bro.
open so that if you locked it wouldn't lock.
But like
TJ
my
tactics.
girl's in the back, right? So it's like, okay, well, I've got to make sure I can take care of both of us. So I'm like, okay, next the spot. I remember how to do this. Like, okay. But anyways, just talking about it, and then I'm like, oh, okay. So what do you do? And he's like, he's a photographer, and I'm like, okay, that can be okay. And I'm like.
Oh,
so how do you make your
dude.
money? And he's like, like when business is slow, every girl wants to get their fucking shots because they're strippers and all this other shit. And I'm like, this is getting real fucking creepy, right?
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm not.
You're like,
bro.
you were just like,
We're just shooting the shit. I'm trying to shoot the
like-
shit to like relieve tension.
he's
you
just
know,
like screaming obscenities at the traffic.
Not like
and
screaming
then you were just like,
obscenities.
I know what I can. What do you do
No,
for
no,
a
no.
living, bro? And he's like, I take pictures of dead children.
not like that, but like so like basically like when we're driving, he's taking me this route that I'm not used to because the night before we were in the same area and another like guy who didn't speak English very well took us home and like I remember that pathway. And then we get on the freeway and my girl texts me and she's like, "Are we going back to the Airbnb?" And I'm like, "Fuck."
This is like
Are we?
this is like a Mexico taxi, dude. You just take
I
you
don't
to
know
like
what
the fucking
fuck it
cartel,
was,
like-
dude. But then I'm like, I mentioned to it. I'm like, hey, are you like? I've never been this way before. Are you taking us back? And he like shows me the thing. He's like, yeah, it's right there. And I'm like, okay, I'm like, I'm fucking nervous, sweating bullets
Holy
over here.
fuck, dude.
And then like I was just like, okay, so like, what'd you do in Vegas and all that stuff? So it's like I moved here from here, take pictures and all that other shit. And I'm like. Okay, I have a camera. Talk about cameras. Let's see if we get there. It's
What
like
kind of camera do you have?
Canon EOS R. So
That's
I'm
a new one, right?
It's not new. It's decently old, around 2015, I think, 2017. Anyway, so talking about that, but my fucking god, dude, I thought I was about to get murdered.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Dude, it was just like,
And you're in shotgun, right?
yeah.
Holy
Oh,
fucking
Jesus.
shit, bro.
I wasn't letting my girl sit shotgun with that guy.
Yeah, bro. I've had moments like that.
Dude, sacrificial lamb.
bro,
dude, you just feel like-
And I'm like, bro, like, that was the scariest shit I have experienced
Did he
in
end
a
up
while.
taking you there?
Yeah.
Did it seem like it wasn't out of the way?
So
or did he
so
change it? Like
basically-
when you said something, he was like,
No, he didn't. He never changed the path. But he basically it was
was
like he
sketch.
got on the freeway because it was going around the
okay,
traffic,
okay.
which was fine, dude. Like,
there was this guy who took us to a fucking in Japan when me and Riley were like, after we graduated high school, this random guy was like, I don't know, this is a kind of crazy story. Long story short, he's like, you guys trying to fucking go to a soap land or some shit? And we're like, hell yeah, bro, like what's up? And then my brother was like acting like he was down, and I was like, all right, whatever, I'll go with you. And it's taking us to this fucking sketchy place, and I once we go off like the really like we're in their shit in Shinjuku in the sketchy fucking like red light district type area, and we're just in the sketchiest place, and we're in this elevator. I was like, bro, this guy could be like trying to rob us or some shit. And then I'm like just ready, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I like was like, if this guy tries to pull some shit, I'm just gonna fucking beat his ass. He was some older dude, some weird like
Yeah, dude.
He sounded like an Australian.
Mm-hmm.
He had like an Australian accent. It wasn't English. It was Australian for sure. And then he takes us to this place, and he's like, yeah, you just pick this shit on, they'll send some... I'm like, bro, this is a fucking scam. And he's like, why do you Americans always think everything's a scam? Like, all the show's like, because
it
this
is.
is a fucking scam, bro. I was like, what do you think? Like,
we scam people in America.
like, oh, look at all these girls. I'm like, those aren't the real girls. I've seen fucking great teacher on Asuka. Some fucking chuds always show up, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here. And then he's like, just give me the money. And then he started getting on that. He's like, everyone else from every other country, they always do it. They always fucking, Americans always skeptics. You guys are always, and I'm like, he started getting pissed off at us. And afterwards, me and my brother, I was like, bro, were you ready just to like fucking just light that guy up? He's like, dude, I almost punched him like 3 times. Just like preemptive strike. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Dude, that's
like
crazy.
if you know you're gonna get in a fight,
Just-
like strike first. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
I was
dude,
like,
that's fucking real.
Listen,
Dude,
like-
I have that fucking feeling. Like, I've never been in like combat before or anything like that, so like you guys, thank you. But like, no,
you're acting like we're like fucking veterans.
No. Like, I'm saying I'm not a veteran. I'm saying like,
well, I'm not. You're saying thank you.
Yeah,
to, like,
thank you for them who are putting themselves in line, dude.
Okay.
But
I was like, why are you
that fucking like body reaction that you have to go through, that mental like clarification of like, okay, like something might happen right now that I don't know if I'm gonna make it out, kind of thing.
Shit's gonna pop off.
Like that is some like weird Zen state shit, and that is fucking weird.
Have you ever been like in a rumble before?
No,
dude. There was this fucking house party one time that got out of control, and these fucking guys from East County came out. Charlene's friends.
I remember that.
They showed up to fucking, whose house was it? Laura Ingstrom's house. She had a party at her house, and we were there, and these guys showed up, and they just I think they were there to start shit. Like they wanted to get in a fight. And there was a fucking lot of us there, bro. And there was like 5 of these guys that rolled deep, and they were talking shit. One guy was talking a lot of shit, and then they started making fun of Andy Chung, the homie fucking Andy Chung, and that's whenever, believe it or not, it was Adam
Watson,
the guy who like I wouldn't have thought it, but he's the one who was like, you know what? Enough of this shit. Like, fuck you. That guy's been my best friend since I was in kindergarten. I'll fucking beat your ass. And it all went to shit. We walked outside, and it was bad, bro. It was a full-blown rumble. And it was all slow-mo, because I knew the fight was happening. The first guy who was talking shit, Evan fucking choked him out cold and just dropped him on his face on the curb. And then the other guy got put like in a full Nelson, and Ryan Borders is just socking him in the face. And I'm sitting there just unzipping my jacket, looking at the other 2 guys who were scared to jump in. And I'm just taking my jacket off, and I put it on top of the car, and I'm just looking at them, and they're just standing there, and their friends are just getting their shit together. This guy gets a bottle, he gets like fucking step kicked, the bottle breaks on his chest. I guess his hand like broke in like 3 places from that. It was a fucking massacre, dude. Those guys got the shit beat out of them like terribly. And those 2 other like kind of more, they were the scarier looking guys. Okay. They weren't drunk, because all the drunk guys got their asses beat like in 2 seconds, and they were more like cholo, pull a knife out and like stab you in the neck type characters. And I remember folding my jacket up and just placing it on the hood of the car and just looking at them. And they just didn't do shit. And I was like, and it was all slow-mo. Like the guy was like, it was like a movie. The guy was just in there like, and he's like, and Ryan's just going, just punching him in the face. And all the girls are screaming. They're like, stop! Stop fighting! I was like, step back, like getting hands
rubbing dust on her ass. You got dust on your ass.
I'm like, be careful. Like, start making out with you.
Couldn't this shit turn you on? She's like, what? You're like, she's like, what the fuck? I said it was a move. You're like, I thought you were feeling it.
I'm crying and shit. I was just like,
you're crying. You're like,
he's in their tears. Yeah, it was bad, dude. And then we always gave her shit after that. I'd be like, hey, your friends from East County coming over to get their asses beat? She's like, stop it. I'm like, come on, like, call them up, dude. Like, yeah.
That's what you get for being a fucking cool guy, though, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You don't go down anyone's fucking neck of the woods and start fronting on fools. It's
dude,
like, what are you doing,
It was, and the drunk guy, the guy who started all, he threw like one punch at Robbie and missed, and then Evan just snatched his neck up and just choked his ass fucking cold and just dropped him, and he went. I mean, it was bad. He didn't wake up for like 3 minutes.
No,
I was like one of the worst chokouts I've ever seen. Usually they're back in like 2 seconds, and this motherfucker like was dead. I was like, oh shit. I was like, this isn't.
That's how it happens.
There was some guy who looked like Dan that was there. That's the guy who got his hand broken, dude. It was pretty funny. It was funny as fuck.
Dude, there was another party. It was at Tim's house. Just a random guy shows up. There's a bunch of us. Like, we had a big crew back then.
That's the one where Joey fucking
literally this whole party beat the fuck out of one guy. He had to walk out of the party while all of us were just like fucking lighting this dude up. It was the craziest thing. I think he had slapped a girl or something, though. Wasn't that what happened?
I wasn't there.
He disrespected a girl or something, and Joey was like, don't you fucking do that shit.
Joey's like, such a badass dude.
Hits this dude hits him, and we all just like just trying to lighten this dude up. And he's like walking through just shit. He had to like make it through the gauntlet, dude. It was like so fucking funny, dude. But then he makes it to Tim's parents' room and just the one hole he punches in the house is right in his parents' door, dude. Yeah, we're just like, what the fuck, dude? Like, it was so funny. We like switched the door from upstairs downstairs. Remember that?
Yeah,
we're like, they'll never know. It was like the wrong way. And then I came home like, what the fuck?
That's the best, bro. Whenever you see, there was this gate that up on at the ranch, up on the mountain, that always opened one way, and then we went there once, and it opened like a different way, and we're like, what happened here? And my dad was just like, I felt like it would work better if it opened the other way. You know, when you're pushing cows up and all this shit, and then we're like looking at the front of the truck, and it's like all fucking bent. We're like, oh yeah? Like, are you sure? Like, we tried to get him to like confess to it, and he just no-sold the shit out of it. And then years later, he's like, man, one time I was coming, he's like, I always keep gum with me. I always keep bubble gum with me. I was like, oh yeah? He's like, yeah, man, one time I was coming down here and I was so tired and I didn't have anything to eat and I just fell asleep and I ran to this gate and I was like, I know. He's like, you know? I was like, we all know. And he's like, what? I was like, dude.
He opens the next
I was like, you don't think we fucking saw the truck? And he's like, oh shit. He's like, yeah, well, I always keep gum now. Like, just you keep me awake when I'm tired. I'll put a piece of gum out and I'll start chewing it. It'll keep me awake. I was like, god damn it.
Oh, that's so,
funny.
Oh,
we always joke about that shit, dude. We're like, hey, like, don't you think this gate would work better the other way? And like, it's so fucking good, dude. Like, we just troll people.
Oh, fucking shit,
Good
dude.
times. Good times. Well, who'd you vote for, dude? Did you vote to recall Newsom, dude?
Is that a joke?
Did you vote for Caitlyn, bro?
No.
Come on.
Come on.
Oh, there or what, bro?
Yeah.
You know why? I voted to recall that guy. Dude, did you hear on Thursday he banned stealthing?
What?
He made stealthing a crime.
Okay, maybe I'm not familiar with the terms.
Yeah,
It's
I
when
know.
you're like fucking a chick, you like pull the condom off without her knowing. I'm serious. Google this shit. Like, have we ever needed
All the fucking problems in California.
No, bro, no.
Stealthing's the one.
No, stop. People are like, I heard people that are like, I wish to God I could vote for Elder now. Like, this son of a bitch. Like, I was like, yeah.
Stealthing, man. Yeah,
Yeah, bro. I
idea.
was reading this fucking Reuters fucking article.
Is this
like,
a real fucking
I
thing?
swear to God, bro. It is.
Out of all the fucking problems, stealthing is the thing that we're banning. What
I know. What a fucking idiot.
No more, dude.
He's
Hey,
like,
you
we're
know
gonna
what?
give 5-year-olds and under fucking vaccine shots. Oh shit, what am I doing?
That's so funny.
I like. Okay, that's news to me, and it's just further indication I made the right choice, even if I didn't fucking get my candidate in. Holy
Look
shit!
at October 8th, 2021. California law prohibits secretly removing condom during sex.
This is a fucking joke, dude! Oh my god! This is what you voted for!
Yeah, guys. So, like, just in case.
Oh my god, dude!
I mean, what
Is that like really happening?
I mean,
It's a pandemic, dude! It's an epidemic!
okay,
Dude, you gotta keep the gun!
California Governor Gavin Newsom signed into law.
This isn't fucking Babylon Beach shit, right? This is real!
This is real. On Thursday, that prohibits stealthing or removing a condom during sex without consent, making it a civil sexual battery offense.
Holy shit.
It is the first anti-stealthing law in the country. The Sacramento Bee reports. The bill passed the Senate and Assembly a month ago without opposition. Assemblywoman Cristina Garcia, the bill's sponsor, said in a statement, I have been working on the issue of stealthing since 2017. And I am elated that there is now some accountability for those who perpetrate the act. Sexual assaults, especially those on women of color, are perpetually swept under the rug, Garcia said in a statement when the bill passed. So,
Oh, that's dangerous. So what about the guy that
no
like,
more stealthing, guys.
What about the guy
it's
that-
over. The
what about
run
the-
is
Yeah.
over.
What about the guy that wears a condom does the deed,
and then cuts the tip off.
and then it's gone.
Yeah,
and then
right?
the condom's not there anymore.
And you're like, no fault in his own. Yeah.
And then she's like, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
you know?
like have fun in jail. Yeah.
Or were you just like Incredible Hulk rip through it when you're like bigger than you think you are and shit? And then there's just a fucking ring on the fucking stem and you're like, what the fuck? Like, yeah. Is that considered stealthing? Like,
Well, no, it's like the numbers at the base of a condom.
So like,
no, it's like the numbers at the base of a condom.
yeah, I guess.
so okay.
God damn it! You know that's like the best joke. People usually say, "What numbers?" And you go, "Well, you never roll back that far."
I never heard that fucking joke before. Dude, but like,
You guys,
okay.
I didn't get it at first. I was like, wait, what?
I didn't either. Sorry.
I didn't graduate high school. Dude.
supposed to,
God.
it's supposed to like create some intrigue to ask a question about. You're like, "What numbers?" Are they like?
Yeah, and you're like, oh, so you're rolling all the way back.
You don't
Yeah.
know. Dude, like, you only put them on halfway.
Yeah, bro.
Holy fuck.
I just use
bro.
latex gloves, dog. It's cheaper, dude.
Those little pinky condoms.
You got 5 of the week, dog.
It's
You know what I
just
mean?
right on the cap, dude. Just a little fucking foam cap. Just
Little Vienna sausage.
Yeah.
A little smoky,
yes,
dog.
dude.
Oh, fucking
That's
shit.
a fucking joke. I mean, like, to be fair, I get the sentiment behind it because that is kind of fucked up.
No,
you
I'm
know?
I'm clowning it. I
No,
just
but
think
like
it's
that's
funny.
how are we paying for shit like that? Like
Dude,
that's what we're paying
They're
for.
looking for things, bro. It's like they
To
just
look
need
for the
something.
fucking water, the gas prices, the fucking energy crisis, housing crisis,
What's
homelessness.
gonna lead more to the woke culture, bro? You know what I mean?
You got like BlackRock like buying up every fucking
Dude, that
house
is-
on the market and like having a rent control.
You know how they're doing that, right? It's crazy.
Dude, they're like putting $30,000 above ask on
ask,
every
yep,
single
on
fucking
every
house, and
no.
they're buying them all. And it's just like we're gonna beat the market this way because we're not gonna
Well,
be able to do it.
It's
in the
not
stock
even
market
beating the
in
market,
next, like,
dude. It's,
century.
okay, how do you ensure as a company like that constant income? You never have someone own anything. They just rent everything.
Yeah.
So you will make
So they're not making laws like banning shit like
monopolistic
this from happening.
actions. Yeah.
Like having some fucking big hedge fund from New York just buying all these houses, and
But we're banning stealthing because
But
you know
we're
it's the real
banning
problem.
the greatest.
It's the real problem.
It's the funnest thing to do on a Friday.
Yeah, we used to call that a Houdini back
I've never done this shit before because I've never used a condom before.
Yeah, we've already talked about this. People just beat off in those, dude. They don't even use them for sex.
That's the
They don't want to
condom.
fucking clean anything up, dude.
Clean beats, bro. Come on, dude.
That was like the best bit we ever came up with. Out of all the bits we've ever done,
Oh my god.
the clean beats bit is the best.
It was funny because the next day we read this article on fucking BuzzFeed about this mom advocating teens beating off in the car. Because she's like, there's no cleanup. I don't have to wash any socks. Like, it was like the fucking funniest shit,
I
dude.
saw this. Someone
Holy
post, I think
fuck.
it was Vince Berling, that guy who used to go to salt mines all the time, and he always
Oh yeah. I've talked to him.
he
Some.
posts all these like really funny memes. Sometimes they're funny, sometimes they're depressing, and I'm like, stop this shit, please God. But there was one where it's like my it's like a husky Facebook group, and it's like my husky keeps eating my husband's socks and shitting them out, and there's just this picture of like these shit covered socks. And I was just like, oh my god, that's the most disgusting thing. I mean, that is so funny. Why would you take a picture of that? It's like, dude, you keep that shit on the down low.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing as fuck.
Oh, fuck.
There's shit on my living room floor, fucking with cum covered socks. And I'm just like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Like, stop. This is my name. This is my husband. It's like, bro, you're on the internet. Like, you're gonna get trolled.
Okay, so there was this girl that was on YouTube that made videos advocating having sex with her own dog.
Wait, are you fucking
Yes,
serious?
yes, you have to look this up.
No way.
They canceled her, bro, so fast. And she's like, the first day she makes it, she's like, yeah, like, I'm gonna go out with some random guy and risk, like, I'll just come home and have sex with my dog. And like, The next day she makes another video. She's like, I'm fired from my job.
Wait, okay, hold on. Did she say this out of comedy or like is this deadpan?
This was dead fucking serious.
Are you fucking joking?
It was crazy, and people were like, "You're out of your fucking mind." And she's like, "You guys don't do that." She's like freaking out because she thought people were gonna jump on board. Like, that's smart. Like, that's a good idea,
dude. Like, I know zoophilia is a thing, but
dude,
bro.
it was fucking crazy. And she made another video crying how she like got
Okay, I know
fired
it's real. 2016.
bro.
2016.
That shit.
Go on, guys.
What is
Name
this?
is Magardo.
Okay, you can.
He might be like breaking down or something to the video.
It says disturbing girl talks about.
How old is she? Like,
She's like
Okay.
maybe
I don't know
20
that
something.
like how much?
I got baited into some.
Bro,
fucking-
she probably was like fucked up as a kid.
Well,
Like,
you kind of hear all
this.
this stuff, like she was bringing up like religious stuff, like you can't have sex with like people, and like like.
Is this like
I
this
don't wanna,
Mormon like
It
loophole
could
thing?
have been
like,
something weird like
or
that.
Bakbazi or whatever.
Like, have you guys heard of
Or
soaking?
it's like having anal sex because you're saving yourself.
Yeah,
for God,
loophole,
like,
loophole. I get it.
Yeah.
No, but they have a new thing now. Did you guys hear about this?
Loophole.
You never heard that? Okay.
good.
Dude, Mormons have this thing now. I think it was like a year ago it started. It's called soaking. You guys heard of this shit?
What?
You put your dick in, and so long as you don't thrust, you
That's
didn't break the
legit.
law.
And then you just brain
That's
gasm.
like the holy law.
Have you ever seen the guy brain gasm?
No, what
Where he
the fuck?
doesn't masturbate, he just sits there with a fully erect dick, just going, oh! And he just like comes everywhere. What?
Yeah,
He just
it's like,
brain gasm in him, bro.
but like this is some shit that came out of BYU
Something.
where you can do you put it in, there's no thrusting, and it's like that's okay. I'm like, what
crazy.
the fuck? And I talked to my Mormon friends about it too, and they're embarrassed because they're like,
Like,
what
it's
the
real.
fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I've been soaking for 5 years.
It's unbelievable, dude.
Damn.
It's
And if
fucking
you're Mormon, you don't like. You could, dude. That could
Well, the
be
thing-
really.
The thing that's real,
pleasurable,
I was
you know
listening to
what I mean?
Bobby Lee talk about
I don't
it.
know if Mormons are usually cut or not, but like you could.
Well, and it's almost like the mental part of it too, because Bobby Lee was like, when I was 18 going to this house party, this one girl walked out and was like, I'm fucking every dude at this party. And he was like, cool. So he got in line, dude. Everyone's lining up out the door and shit. He goes, by the end of it, dude, this girl was so beat. Like, he's like, I didn't even feel anything. But the mental, like, me actually putting my dick in her, he's like, I just blew load everywhere, bro. Like, it was just so built up in him. So maybe that's a thing. You're Mormon, you're just fucking soaking, you're like, it's all you need,
Well,
dog,
if
you
you
know?
like, you don't even like touch yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your whole life.
I bet you it's
And you
fucking
could-
crazy,
dude.
dog.
That's when the like, what is it called? Premature ejaculation.
Oh,
like
yeah.
that's like possible, I guess, in a way.
Yeah.
Talk to Ilya about it, dude.
I'm the pre-cum king, dog. I'm still doing that shit, dog. It's almost so much it looks like you already did. You're like, I always call it drool. I'm just drooling, baby.
Damn. Damn it, boys.
It's drooling at you, girl.
Yeah, no, that's
Just excited about what it sees, bro.
That stealthing thing was the funniest.
That's the best thing ever, dude.
I can't believe that's real. That shocks me, and I'm over here thinking that like Epstein didn't kill himself. There's this huge pedophile ring, and the thing I can't believe is that they fucking banned stealthing in a legitimate
Holy shit,
fashion.
dude.
I'd never even heard of that before.
Neither have I.
I mean, I can imagine it could be a problem
Well, you know what's
every
interesting?
once in a while, but it's fucking funny.
right. So
That's
it's
just
funny.
the fact that it was on the news.
But it's the interesting thing is like this happens both ways too, and the other side doesn't get talked about it. Back in like the
maybe it's talking about chicks who do it too.
Well, no, okay, but what they
I
do
think
is
a guy has to know.
What does she just
No,
clamp
no,
her
no.
pussy together so that the condom?
No. What if?
Okay.
What if? I don't know.
okay. So if you wear a condom that's a tad bit too
What if
big,
she
it can
brought,
slip off really
What if
easy.
she brought the? What if she brought the? What are you talking about? A condom that's too big?
No, okay.
What the fuck?
Bruh, like, I'm just trying to say, I ain't trying to fucking showboat thinking I'm wearing magnums every goddamn time.
Remember what's his name?
I can't-
What's his name? What was that guy's name? Blaze?
Oh my god.
He'd be like, he's like, yeah, man, I didn't go to Evo because
I spent all my
I was
money on
spending my time with my girl that
Yeah.
weekend. He's all like, I even had to go to CVS to get another pack of Magnums. We were just going at it.
Yeah, all right,
I was like,
whatever, dude.
Blaze, shut the fuck up.
He was
dude.
one of the worst TOs, dude. I didn't like that guy much at all.
Yeah,
dude.
I like how every time this is like a very common thing in my life. It was like in fighting games. is I just lose to people in casuals, and then in the tournament,
I remember this, yeah.
fucking bodied them. And I lost to him like a million games in a row because he played Hakan.
That was the weirdest
T-Hawk
shit.
and do all this gimmicky shit, and I would just be like, yeah, whatever. And then we money matched one time. I don't even think it was tournament. He's like, you want a money match? I was like,
I think I remember that.
I was like, sure. And money match, and I beat the fuck out of him.
That's so legit.
He's like, what the fuck? I was just like sandbagging.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like pull sharking him. I was like,
You like looked at him. You're like, you don't drink Kerns, bitch. He's like, what? Sandbagging him,
Dude,
yeah.
shout outs to Kerns.
he's like, are you gonna chuck up? I was like, oh yeah, I guess so. I'm just like, like 30-mile-per-hour break and like run the table on him. He's like, hey, what the fuck? I'm like, oh my bad, dude.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh, fuck,
Must be
bro.
my night. What can I say, man? I'm having a good night.
Right.
What, Crispy, I beat Crispy like that. Like lost to him 100 times in a row, and then in tournament, I just fucking bodied him. There was a lot of Sherry, dude.
No, sure. Yeah.
What was that? Was that a JD Digital? What was that?
Johnny Digital.
Johnny Digital.
I remember him too playing Rufus and yeah, man.
Johnny Digital, dude. I hate Rufus players. I'm sorry. I like Johnny, but Rufus players can fucking go to hell. Cody's cool too, but I guess it's just that one bald guy that I don't like. That one pasty white bald dude. I don't know. He's
Forgettable.
No.
Yeah. Apparently.
Yeah, it
Fuck.
doesn't matter. I fucking beat his ass last time I played him. So
There you go. God damn.
Well, what do you got, Rico? You got anything else, dude?
My little sticky notes.
Fucking stealthing.
did you hear about the Pandora Papers?
Oh, I didn't look into that, but yes. I've heard about it. I did, but
I had a bit about serious players only being in them, but it's kind of stupid, so I'm not even gonna do it. It's like about like money laundering and like all
Oh,
this
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
And like I was
absolutely.
just like, they found out my taxes last year, dude. They're on to me, but no, it's
I mean, like, I know about that, but like the whole fucking IRS thing about $600 to catch billionaires, that was fucking retarded. Holy shit.
yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna
Blaze
die,
is
dude.
gonna have to worry about like his next Magnum purchase. Of
I know.
I bought $600 worth of Magnums for Evo weekend. Or
Stocking up, bro.
yeah, my girl, she can't get enough of it. I'm like, whatever, bro. You're like fucking. You're just making up shit. You're just sad that you didn't get to go to Evo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're like,
Little
wait,
does he
you're
know,
like,
the tech is to buy the smallest condom, so when you don't fit in it, you're like, these
Yeah,
fucking
you don't
condoms
fit,
suck,
dude.
dog.
you go buy the Japanese condom, the condoms in the store in Japan. You're like just bursting out of them. You're like,
It's like, Jesus Christ, you're like, I bought the biggest ones they have.
it's like, I finally see the numbers. That's so stupid.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, condoms are only for jerking off, dude.
Let's be real. Come
That's
on.
real. No one buys those to actually use.
Yeah.
You can't even accidentally like take one off during sex. It's against the law now. So what are the condom fucking industries gonna deal
Right,
with
dude.
this?
The decrease in condoms. being
Trojan
bought,
goes
dude.
out of business.
Yeah.
Like, we can't deal with this new stealthing law. It's like, see, with stealthing, it'd make you use 2 or 3 per night.
yeah, you'd have to
but
buy 'em
now
back.
it's like, fucking, she'd find out and make you put a new one on. Like, our numbers have dropped significantly since this, and we're gonna have to move to Puerto Rico or Panama or something. We're leaving California.
Yeah.
It's anti-business state.
We're developing a new line called Real Skin Condoms, dude. Yeah, it's just like made out of like real skin. Well, real feel, bro. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
You can only buy them on Wayfair, dude.
Wayfair.
Oh, man.
Yeah, good times.
Good times, dude. Well,
I don't know. You
What
got
do you
anything
think?
to say? Do you have anything you want to say?
No,
Any
man.
call outs? You gonna talk shit about someone? You got any fucking? You
Fuck.
can talk anyone. Doesn't matter.
Who would I
They've
talk
never had
shit
this.
about right now?
You got any hot takes about Biden or something? You want to just be like,
Not that Chris didn't already say, dude. He got
I respect
everything,
that. I
bro.
respect
Like,
what happened? That
Daywalker, dude. I was just listening to volume. He's like, yeah, it's fucking imbecile. I don't know what the fuck he's in office. Dude can't even speak 3 words straight, and
Yeah.
this is the guy we got. Like, oh, I would kill for some mean tweets right now. That's all I'm saying.
What do you mean?
Trump, all he did was type mean tweets as president.
Oh, I
I'd
see.
kill for a good economy and mean tweets. Whatever the fuck we're living in now.
Damn, bro. Damn.
I respect that too. Yeah, that's right.
When gas is $5, dude, and I'm driving to Mission Viejo and back every fucking day, like,
Yeah, fuck.
fuck
brother.
that shit, bro.
Well, people would say that gas prices have more to do with the what's that one? It's like the AOC. AC something. It's like
Oh, the
some-
pipeline?
No, it's like some group of countries that all like pool their oil and sell it. Like it's not Saudi Arabia. It's like Russia and some other people. Like they kind of like they have more to do with gas prices than like presidents do. And like sometimes like they'll
you can say that, but inflation, if you look at the consumer price index and how it's literally going like this right now, that's a clear indication of serious inflation.
What about, are you on any crypto shit? Are you doing any fucking, dude, Bitcoin's on a sick one right now. A little bit. It's better than it, you know. I'm
just saying, I'm happy. That's all I'm saying, bro. I've been doing a lot of investing lately in consumer in like
any fucking any stocks that are, I don't know any
stocks. It's better to buy things that aren't stocks right now, in my personal opinion. I'm not a financial advisor, by the way.
You got any gold or anything?
Gold, no.
What are you talking about buying? Beanie Babies? Like, what are you talking about?
No, okay, so
buying cabinets on Wayfair, bro? Like, what do you? It's better to buy things that aren't stocks right now. What are you talking about?
So I buy
human lives, dude.
Okay,
porcelain dolls. You adding some dolls with them.
Don't skimp on the dolls. That's all I'm saying.
How much are those things worth, too?
I'm sure $250,000 worth of dolls in John's house.
Yeah, exactly.
Your mom's gonna pass down this like fucking
this fortune
$4 million doll
dolls,
collection
dude.
and shit, dude.
Yeah, but the thing is like if they don't stay in the family, that's when they activate. You know what I mean? So it's like
it's a curse.
Yeah, they just like God help whoever buys those things. Like you're not making it out alive, bro.
It's like a Goosebumps book.
It's like the fucking Night of the Living Dummy and shit. Yeah, it's like this mom goes to a fucking garage sale and buys 10 mysterious dolls and like it's
okay. This might be a hot take, but that Goosebumps movie, the first one that they made, with Jack Black, that shit was pretty good.
Did not see it.
I didn't see it either.
It was. I went to go watch it just because I'm a fucking.
You like
Goosebumps.
to watch shit,
why not, right?
And me and Asuka walked out of that theater and we were smiling, dude. I was like, that shit was fun as fuck. It was a stupid ass movie, but it was alright. It was.
I might check it out.
You know, it had something.
Some of those
for everyone.
books scared the shit out of me.
It had something for everyone. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'll check it out.
They had a little something for everyone.
Yeah, but in terms of investments right now, like I think cryptos are good. NFTs look like they're going to be a promising thing. Heard of those?
I had some guy at work talking about those.
Well, he was like,
I'm not in it. He premised it.
I'm not in that.
He premised it in this way to me. He was like, NFTs, dude. Like pretty soon, the world we're engaging in is going to be all virtual. So people will come into your virtual room and see your virtual fucking NFTs hung up on your wall. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, and I was I guess, but then I was trying to argue to him. I was like, I think that the opposite could be said though too, because a lot of retro stuff are like owning something. Vinyl's a big thing right now. Like people like old shit. Mm-hmm. People like new stuff too. So it's that could be something. But I just think it's weird to buy something that you don't physically own. It's just so weird to me.
Yeah, and it's the same fear with crypto too. Like a lot of people have that fear of like, if it's not tangible, what am I really buying? It's the same thing like buying digital assets and like video games and shit like that.
He brought that up too, but then I was like, yeah, but like for instance, I always make this joke that I'm gonna buy that song "I'm Blue" by Eiffel 6 or something.
Hell yeah, dude.
And I was like, if I owned that, how could I use that every day? Besides telling somebody that I own it.
I can do that for you. Anyone that wants to use that property to advertise something, you sell them the rights to use it.
No. That's not what it is.
Wait, no, like but he's claiming if he owns the song.
What I'm saying is though,
no.
In the game,
no. You can sell like who was it? There was some band who like their whole album they sold as an NFT, and some guy.
Oh God, I know what you're talking about.
Like $2 million.
Fuck, I think I know.
It was like it's some like kind of like either way. It was like Kings of Leon or something.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
I think it was Kings of Leon. So. I barely even. How the fuck did dude? I can't think of shit that's happened in my life. I can't remember.
But Kings of Leon NFT, dude.
But I heard one like just crackpot story that came across my fucking brain for half a second, and I remembered the band. And I think it was like $2 million or some shit too. So the Kings of Leon sold an album as an NFT, and it's not like that guy gets royalties for that shit.
Oh, okay. I'm not too familiar on that whole thing, so I don't know.
All it is that
when someone goes,
whenever the credits are given out, like it has your name out. It's like, oh, this guy's.
That's what I've understood about it. And when he said that, it's like buying a skin in a game. I was like, but in a game, every day, I could use that skin to chop a fucking tree down, bro.
So
I could use it every day. Where it'd be like credits, dude. I don't give a fuck if people, you know what I mean? I'm about a credit. Like that sounds stupid. Like, but maybe I don't fucking.
So
I think it's mostly for people that have a lot of money that don't know what to do with it.
That I can agree.
I think it's mostly like a weird market for like weird
when you
people
talk,
with just tons of money, and they're like,
it's whatever the market deems is worth it, you know. So like, have you ever heard of a game called EVE Online? EVE Online.
I think I have heard of it.
It's this really complex space game that a lot of people play.
Spaceships
right?
and shit.
Yeah, and so you can read about it. It happened back in 2015, where this guy owned a ship, and the ship was actually valued in real USD as like $20,000. And what people actually did was they co-opted him to go into an area in a fight, and they all turned on him and killed him, which blew up his ship, which destroyed the actual digital asset. So $20,000 gone.
Wow.
So like people actually like invest actual money and like attribute certain values to things, which is what makes things valuable. So like cryptocurrency, for instance, it's a decentralized coin that is actually a measure of computing processing power, right? So that's what kind of gives it its value in its blockchain. And if enough people are saying this is valuable, then it just maintains that value in society.
I guess it's the same as like buying a World of Warcraft account. Right?
Yeah, kind of like
it's like
that,
it's like, to me that's crazy, and like I wouldn't do that, but to someone it's like, no, he's got this item and it's worth this much money, and you're like, what? Like,
yes.
There was one famous guy in like vanilla, or when PC came out, it was a rogue player who sold his account for like a kind of good amount of money to some guy, and like I think they the GMs like found out about it and like fucking
banned the account
afterwards.
afterwards.
Like,
and he was already gone. Dude.
Yeah,
and money's gone,
dude,
bro.
It was like $6,000 back in like 2006 or whatever.
Yeah, so it's probably like 20 to 30 right now.
It's like,
that's so crazy.
Wow, what a blow up.
Yeah, so like
I remember that.
What I've been investing in is like a card game assets, right? So like, you know, like Magic the Gathering has stuff, right?
You're buying cardboard for fucking...
Okay, you talk shit right now. I'll tell you how much I've X'd, bro. So there's a game that has just come out. It's called MetaZoo. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it. Imagine like Pokemon.
MetaZoo?
Imagine Pokemon, because this fucker's trolling me.
So, wait, is it the one with the cards and the fucking...
But it's about cryptids. You know what cryptids are? Like Mothman,
so.
Bigfoot, things like that. So it's a card game based around those, right?
Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah, exactly. Loch Ness Monster's not a card yet, because that's based in Scotland. They only did US cryptids first. But I bought a first edition box of it for what? $100? And now that box is worth $1,000.
Really?
So what I'm
saying
saying
sell
is,
it?
I'm gonna hold it for a lot longer.
Get rid of that shit, bro.
See, a lot of people will say that.
Cash out now.
But you have to understand that, like, okay, so there's a
That's pretty
concept.
smart, though. I respect that.
No, that's
I
really
respect
smart.
that a little
That's
bit.
really
I did, Asuka bought that comic, what was it called? The kids are disappearing, or the kids are dying. Something's killing the kids.
Yeah, okay, I think it's that. I think it's what it sounds
she
like.
bought, like, the whole little set at the comic book shop for, like, $20. Like,
Yeah.
a couple comics. It's like the whole run.
Right.
And now it's worth, like, $20.
Right.
And I'm like,
So,
damn. But
when
she doesn't even know where it is. She
Right.
like lost it. I'm like,
so the something that like an investor, like a person who used to be on Wall Street, told me is cash is trash. And the reason being
That's
is
true.
if you hold cash, it does nothing. All cash does is lose value as inflation goes up. It's literally a useless asset.
yeah, because
So
the
when
bank gives you like 0.000.
If you want to hear a real scam, you know when you put money in the bank, they give it away immediately.
Well, yeah, because they're giving it to people.
Yeah, exactly. They don't actually have money like that.
Just zero.
They
Yeah,
just
it's
have
just
your
yours.
money.
They're
And
just sending money on the internet
Right,
back
and,
to another bank. Oh, here you are. There it is now.
Right. What recently happened actually is a savings account is now considered a checking account, which totally shifted the way that we measure money in terms of the economy. So that's a fucking huge trick that you guys can go look down. But anyway, why would you hold something useless when you can put it in something else that stores value, that appreciates in value, to sell for more money later? That's the real idea behind it.
No, true. Hoarding money's not a good idea.
No.
I got some gold. I have some silver. I have some crypto. I have some.
Copper, I think, is a good thing to look into.
That's
Let's just
such
go
a
fucking
hipster,
rip buildings,
bro.
dude.
Where does
You're
electricity
such a
run through, bro?
fucking Hipster.
What does electricity run through?
Mint the $1 trillion coin.
I know, fuck that, dude. That's sad. That's just sad.
Hashtag mint the coin.
Yeah,
dude,
dude, that's
Just
sad.
There's an empty apartment down the road, dude. Let's just go get all the copper in there.
Yeah.
Make it the fucking stealthing house, dude. Just fucking.
Oh shit.
No one.
No, but
Stealthing.
you know
No one's
what?
laughing at that.
Yeah,
here.
something else, bro. I got you. I hear you.
That's a legit thing, though,
Yeah,
dude.
because like things will run out eventually. Like, something's gonna run out that someone will want, and if you have it, they'll pay you money for it.
Definitely.
And then, like, I'm paying $100 to get 1,000, and then I'll just take my 100 back and maybe some to spend, and then go put the rest in something else I want to invest in.
Definitely.
So basically, the idea is you always want to be playing with house money. So
It was like my fucking World of Warcraft run. Like, did you get into Classic when it came out?
like for fucking a week. Bro.
All I did was auction house shit. I was like level 40. Everyone else was like level 60. I was like level 40 and shit. But I had like, I made 1,000 gold just by fucking trolling with like, I do this little like fishing run, and I'd sell my magic dust. I would go through Westfall because I was leveling with Asuka, and I'd go through Westfall and kill those tornado guys. I'd kill the condors for light feathers, and then I'd fish all the coastline, and I'd get like a black water
Pearls?
No.
The little fish.
The black oily black mouths. I'd get
Oh,
oily black
yeah,
mouths, and
yeah.
I'd get and I would just fish the whole way up, and I'd just sell in the auction house. And when I was level 20, I bought like the Devil's Sword set. I bought like, dude, I had fucking gold out my ass. I was just buying shit when it would go on sale cheap and then sell it. Like, it was pretty cool. All I did was watch a couple of YouTube videos on like what would be good things to buy early on, and I bought them. And then whenever like people were trying to get them, now they were expensive.
Yeah,
I just sold
exactly.
them all. It was pretty high.
Yeah.
It was pretty high.
Just do it real money.
Yeah, just do it in real life.
Just do it real
I
money.
just need to do it in real life now.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
just like had a couple bad days on the fucking.
No, that's like
I've had a couple bad days on the stock.
Well, it's
Okay,
funny.
so what I would advise in
I'm
a
not
modified
doing
advisor,
bad.
just
I'm not.
don't do short-term flips. I'm a long-term investor myself, but
You're gonna hold that fucking box of cards for like 1,000,000 years.
why wouldn't I?
I mean, you're collecting dolls for like.
Well, aren't you afraid?
I'm just kidding.
Aren't you afraid? Like, because right now, Cobra Kai is coming back with the what is it? The 4th season, Rico? Or is it the-
4th season.
I have a 5-part miniseries of Cobra Kai, and the first comic I bought it for like what was it? $3.99 at the time. It's selling for like $40 just the first issue.
Yeah. Okay. So don't look at your investment as a dollar value gain. Look at it as a percentage amount gain, and you've already like what's that percentage like?
You guys gotta realize.
150x?
Hold on. But don't tell them to hold on to it forever. You
No,
gotta
no.
sell it whenever it's
That's what I'm
worth-
saying.
No.
Because
So what you have to do is you have to analyze: is it worth it to sell right now? Because if it is to you, then sell it. But
okay.
if you need the money, sell it. If you don't need the money, why would you sell it? You literally, even if it goes to zero, you lost $3.
Yeah, I mean that is true. That
If
is
my
true.
box of cards goes to zero, I lost $100. Okay, but it could go to $1 million. I don't fucking know.
No, I think that's like the mysteriousness of it. It's like you never fucking know.
No, you
kind
won't
of.
know but if you start
It's true though.
chasing
If you
that,
had original Pokemon first.
yeah, it's some. Did you see
In a
what happened
box.
with Logan Paul?
No.
It's $1 million Charizard.
Yeah.
I know.
There's 3 in existence. Like, it's $1 million.
That's crazy.
But like,
I
no one
watched
would have
that
known
the fucking Floyd Mayweather press conference.
Yeah.
He had it like around his neck. I was like, dude, why do I like this guy now? I was like, why do I like this guy now?
The
It's like,
nostalgia,
dude,
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
no, like he's a fucking nerd, but like he's kind of a badass in a way. I mean, he went there and fought. I mean, like he didn't even. I thought he was gonna get knocked out. He didn't
Yeah.
get knocked out. He fought the whole thing. I was like, dude, what the fuck? And like, it's kind of crazy, but like, I don't know. There's people out there, love them or hate them. They're gonna be around for a while.
Yeah,
You
that's
might as
fair.
well just
Accept it, bro.
I
Just
mean,
accept it.
that video, dude. I always said that Suicide Forest video aged kind of well. You know what I mean?
I'm not familiar.
You don't know about the Logan Paul.
Oh, okay, yeah. I do. Yeah. Now it's all playing back.
Watch it back. It's actually kind of funny. No, I'm just kidding. That's a bit that I've done. It's no one's ever laughed at it, but one day I'll figure it out.
One day someone's gonna
I'll
be sick
get
and
it
twisted
going.
like me, dude.
I gotta take it out to like an actual open mic and see if like anyone thinks it's funny.
That's real. That's
If I can get one guy to laugh, I can work with that. What about that? Did he think was funny? And
Yeah.
I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out one day.
I'm gonna start looking at stuff now, John.
No, do it. But like, so what I would say
Are we
is
gonna go to swap meets and like resell on eBay? And shit?
it's possible.
I was reselling for a little bit, and it makes sense. And nostalgia, dude. Like I was telling him, I bought a bunch of what were those what were they? Z-bots? Is that what it was?
Zoids or something.
No,
Oh,
they were.
Zoids, that's right.
I think they were Z-bots. They're the little fucking micro machine fucking toys. And some fucking dude hustled me because I was like, how much for all the Z-Bots? And he was like $15. I was like, fuck, that's kind of a lot. And I was like, whatever, I'll buy them. And 3 out of the pack were transforming ones that turned into a bigger Z-Bot. I sold that for $35 alone, and then the rest was just pure profit. And I was like, dude, these are fucking little shitty toys. Like, who gives a fuck about these? A lot of people did.
The original Boba Fett action figure in the box is like $100,000. I don't know why, incredible. But it is. But you have to understand, it's just like people will assign a value. The market's going to assign a value to it. You don't get to choose that. The market's always right. They'll always tell you that.
And if it's limited too, if it was something that was made a long time ago they don't do anymore, it's just going to keep going up if people want it.
If people want it, absolutely. So you got to do it with what's something that you're interested in, and like don't be afraid to hold it. Like if you don't need the money, there's no point in selling it. Because like if you're afraid of it going down, you bought it for the wrong reason.
That's true. That is true.
But you also gotta see if there's a moment in time where, like that, something's killing the children or whatever.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
There's a new show coming out, so like now.
What if this season sucks? You know what I mean? And then the comics. That's what I was like.
No, but like 100 bullets, right? Like I bought it, the whole thing, the whole set at one point when it was kind of cheap. And I thought like, over time it's gonna go up. And like you've seen that it gets expensive every once in a while. Whenever like a what's that guy's name who wrote it? God damn it! It's Rizzo, and the other guy is I can't remember his fucking name. Either way, like whenever they have something that comes out together, they've only worked together so many times. Like the price will go up.
I got
but
you.
it doesn't stay up all the time. Like it's pretty much worth what I paid for.
Well, markets go up and down in ways.
It's been 10 years. Bro.
So if you
if there was ever a time where this shit was gonna get cool,
right?
So it would have happened already. So I already agreed to sell it to Vincent when I get out of my storage unit. But you know what I mean? It's like some things just don't ever pan out. So
right. So so you can look into what's called an Elliott wave analysis, which involves certain breakpoints in the market. So there's floors and ceilings. And you can see this in Bitcoin all the time, where it keeps going up and down. Usually there's every fourth wave, usually there's a break or a fall. And it depends on what you're looking at, right? So when you're talking about the Cobra Kai season thing, there's 2 schools of thought that you can have on it. The new season sucks, it could go down. Or the new season could suck and people want to read the real story.
That's true.
So like there's so many other factors and variables that you have to think about that could appreciate or depreciate the value of the property. And the thing is, if you want, a lot of the times, a lot of people panic sell. So we can see back when Bitcoin was starting to go down to 3,000, people, normies, I will say, sold right at 3,000. Like, well, I've taken my losses now. Well, who's laughing now? The people who didn't do shit.
Damn.
Bro, shit's at like 50 something.
I'm just saying, man. Like, unless you absolutely need the money, in my opinion, why would you sell your asset that could appreciate at any time?
Damn.
Oh my god, look at this shit.
That's true, though.
Going sky high, boys. Sky high. Let's go.
So, like, that's all I'm saying, man. Like, cash will only lose its value.
I think that makes
and
sense.
It's down, but it's still at 55. It's still at 55.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if you start chasing profit, that's when you start really fucking yourself.
Shut the fuck up, John. No,
I'm just saying, dude.
No, I know what you mean.
That makes sense, though.
It's true.
But just
It's
buy
like going
assets.
to a tournament to win, dude, and then you lose, bro. You know, it's like you just gotta go to play, dude.
Oh, that was the bit. That was the bit. Me and Riley came up with this really funny joke, and it was about.
This is how
that's what it was about. No. It was. I was gonna make a meme about it, and I gotta remember what it is. It's that chick from fucking White Man Can't Jump, and it's like, sometimes when you win, you really lose, and sometimes when you lose, you really win. And it was a fucking joke about, like, fuck, what was it? Now I remember. I can ask him about it. But that you said it like you were like
The way I said it.
yeah. Oh,
You just go to play.
I just don't want to forget. I want to like document this. So I can. Okay.
Good thing we're recording right
Yeah,
now.
I'll use a pen.
I want to document this.
Yeah.
It was some funny ass shit. I'll come up with it and I'll bring it on the podcast. I'll bring it on the podcast. Okay. Well, what was I gonna say? There was something about investments and shit.
Yeah.
Well, I was just gonna say, I don't know. Fuck. Either way, I think there's a long. Obviously, if you don't need to sell, you probably shouldn't. But like,
Oh yeah. So the one thing I came out like that on sick was Mighty Final Fight for NES.
Mm-hmm.
I bought it for like $45, and I was like, yo, that shit's like the most expensive Nintendo game I've ever bought, dude. That shit sells for fucking gangbusters on fucking.
That's so sick.
Yep.
Man.
It sells for like $300 easy. Like one that's all shitty. Mine's nice. Like it's clean. It looks perfect.
Dude, that's awesome. Actually,
Yeah, I've seen it for like $450 before. I'm like, dude, I'm just coming up. Like one day it's gonna be worth like $1,000.
So something to argue your side of that, right? There's going to be a point where the boomer generation dies out to the point where the NES is not valuable anymore because no one's played it.
But that's a rare game, though.
I know, but who gives a fuck about a rare game that's never heard of a Nintendo Entertainment System?
We're only 33 years.
I'm just telling you, like, to argue your side
like,
of the
I still
coin.
grew up playing Nintendo.
So did I.
That's what
Like NES.
Yeah.
Okay, so like
That's the first system I got.
Yeah,
Me too.
Exactly. So it's like, we're not so old, and now people are getting money. Like the arcade cabinet thing. One day, those are going to be worth a shit ton of money. And I swear, to this day, people don't believe me, dude. In Japan, there's going to be like 6 arcades. In America, there's going to be like 600.
Bullshit. You think it's coming back?
No, I'm talking about like in people's houses.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Like
Totally
you'll
agree with
see
you.
more people our age who like have money, who do like the Ed thing and just have a garage full of cabinets. Dude, there are people that are fucking...
You still have your cabs, right?
Yeah, there are people that are just stockpiling cabinets. It's insane. Like on Facebook, there's groups of people just getting shipments of fucking Versus Cities, of Blast City, like 16 of them. Like,
That's
I'm like,
crazy.
What is going on? Like, this is fucking wild.
Yeah. Well, you have to... Okay, so there's a direct correlation with the dollar and how it's going down in value and people investing in assets that can appreciate.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, right now, you're going to see some of the craziest shit on collectibles and any old retro stuff is just going to shoot up to the fucking sky because people don't care about $1 anymore because, like, what are you going to use it for?
Well, they're giving it out for free, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So like, I don't even work, and they're giving me more money than I've ever made in my life.
So it's like, okay.
Stay home and just fucking...
Yeah.
I wish that was like... I've heard so many people, even on the FGC Job Squad, they're like, you know, the pandemic's happening, like, what else are you going to do? I'm just going to, like, stay at home and, like, get fit, and, like... I'm like, I've been working the whole time. Like, it's like, you know, it's like, I wish I could do that, dude. Like, I really would, like this guy... People at my work, you know, they get COVID and they're out for 2 weeks, and I'm like, where's my 2 weeks, dude? You know, like when's my time off, dude? Like, I keep saying, like, they better, like, people that were working through it, there should be, like, a tax exemption or something. There should be some sort of reward for, like, keeping the economy going the whole time.
You get to, like, not be in the Hunger Games,
bro. Like, okay, hold on. The whole point is the economy not working, bro.
Yeah.
That's the whole fucking point.
Yeah.
So they can control the economy, bro.
The Great Reset. John's going in hard right
should just be like
That's the point. It's supposed to destroy everything so they can come in and
Yo, mark my words. Mark my words.
BLM, the whole movement was created
I ain't going that far, bro. I ain't going that far.
They purposely firebombed the fucking storefronts so they could get cheap real estate and the fucking what's it called? This is all a ploy. George Soros, the fucking what's it called? Illuminati, Bloomberg, fucking... No, that's not... John the Clintons. They're doing the globalists. Like... Come on, people, let's get excited. Let's go fucking crazy. No, I don't know.
Oh, it's great, dude.
Oh, good
It's
time.
good shit.
Yeah, no,
Oh, shit, dude.
that was my fucking...
That's your take on it, dude?
Yeah, I gotta go. Like,
I just wanted an attaboy, dude. Like, hey, dude, good job for working, dude. Like, here's a fucking...
I know, I never take a fucking day out, dude.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, my health's fucking decreasing, bro. Like, I'm, like, fucking gaining weight. And, like, you know, I wish I could fucking, like... take some time off and just fucking reset.
Just go kickbox, dude. Go break your foot.
You know
Go break your foot.
Chili sprout, dude. Kicking the heavy bag again. Yeah. No, that honestly, their podcast is kind of cool.
I like it.
I like it. I haven't listened to them all.
Insight sometimes, and you're like, damn.
I haven't listened to them all. If you haven't heard of it, it's okay. I mean, they're kind of like after your exit, I guess. They're both like.
This is the
started-
Tekken one that we were talking about.
Yeah, they like
Okay.
came around like
FGC
2016
Job
and
Squad.
then like 2017 or something. So you're kind of like they don't even know who you are, but they fucking
Don't
they
know
did
now,
one they did
dude.
one with Tong and they didn't even know who like Tong was and shit. And they were like, oh, like he was like, well, we used to play on Moss Sticks. So like, what's Moss Sticks? I'm like, bro, you guys like, come on, man, this is like shameful almost. Like, you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. You don't know what a Moss Stick is? Jesus. I mean, I can imagine like not ever owning one, but like never knowing about it. They were like legendary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might be worth more now.
Yeah,
They're
that's
worth
true.
fucking $400.
You want to talk about appreciating assets?
Yeah.
There you go.
A case that's like shot
Mm-hmm.
with parts that are like on their way out with the original PCB and the fucking original shit all shitty is worth like $350.
God damn.
Damn.
If you have one Tong, I'm fixing Tong's up right now, and he has a fucking a HAP P360 in it. Thing's worth like $400 by itself.
God damn.
Yeah,
That's cool.
just the
though.
joystick.
Just the
Oh,
stick.
hell
just
yeah,
the
dude.
just the stick, not even the case or the what. Like a Moss stick with the P360 in it used is like a fucking like $700.
That's crazy, dude.
650, $700.
Damn.
Yeah, I bought as an investment. I bought 2 new old stock HAP P360s, like
Nice.
in the bag original.
In the.
Yeah,
How much are they running right now?
I don't know. I hope
1,000 or
it pans out. No. No, I think I bought them for like $700.
What do you think these TEs
For
are
2 of
gonna
them.
go to, guys?
For 2 of them. I think my idea was that like I'd build some sticks and put them in them and sell them for like a fucking gangbuster. Like build some nice sticks.
Right.
And have like high grade fucking wood, like because
yeah.
like you know like those Moss sticks were made out of like kind of shitty materials.
Right. Yeah.
Like they were high density fiberboard, and they weren't like shitty high density fiberboard, but it's not like top of the line plywood. Like top of the line plywood is actually nice.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's nice, way nicer than medium density fiberboards. Like shit's if it gets wet, it just like balloons.
Right.
But like high, like really high grade fucking plywood is like a far superior product. And you make one out of that, and even instead of painting it, like they would just paint it. They make like Formica that you can get like in big blue color.
Mm-hmm.
So you make like it look exactly like the outside of an old arcade cabinet,
Right,
and you
right.
put a P360 custom case. You could sell it for $1,000 probably, and it only cost like.
Half that to make.
I think it would just be cool to do it.
No, for sure.
And be like, this is the serious players only edition. And then there's only 2 of them in the world. And you keep one, you sell one to like Justin or something. And then like, and then it's like, oh, that's only 2 in existence. Then you wait for the other one to get to like $1 million.
And then you NFT it.
And then you just
And then
NFT
you
it.
NFT, it's like you got the 2 people talking on it. It's like playing on
I
this
own
thing.
it, but you can play on it. It's mine still, but you can play. And they're like, whoa.
It's like a piece of history.
I'll make a digital one and NFT it. That's the. Yeah, man. How funny would that be?
Oh my god.
Because they don't make the fucking P360s anymore. They haven't made them for like 15 years. They probably stopped making them in 2001 or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's 20 years ago. That's crazy, dude. Think about that.
That is
shit.
very crazy.
So all the ones that are in existence are all the ones that are in existence. It's pretty wild. Well, are we gonna watch this Jamaican video?
Yeah,
Let's do it, dude.
Call it a day, boys.
John.
Where's the
Thank you, dog. It's been nothing but good times.
Yeah, dude.
That was so much fun, dude.
Yeah,
That
absolutely.
was sick, dog. How do we do this, man? Can we do it on the podcast, bro?
What? Watch the video.
Yeah, dude.
Don't open up Internet Explorer.
That's the classic, dog. Why does John's head look so much smaller than ours? That's it
Bro,
forward, goddamn.
Bro!
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
God.
we're fucking blimping up. dog.
Yeah.
That wide angle.
I'm trying to make you guys look bigger than me, dude. I'm just a small kid.
Camera lens, dude. It's like fucking Ricky Bruick top of the thing, dude.
Dude, his new ones have been good lately. Have you ever checked any of his videos out?
Ricky Rook? No, never heard of him.
He's like, I don't know what he has, but he's got disabilities, and he just makes the best out of it. Dude.
Oh, that's great.
Makes these funny fucking
so
videos.
funny,
Dude.
dude.
Oh, it's incredible. dude.
Chet Hanks interview, dude. This is it, dog. Boy.
Hooking up with this chick. One day, she was on the phone with her family in Jamaica, and she was really in the middle of a heated conversation. Take that pussy cut, get him in like I really what the fuck she was saying. And her friend said, "Give me a picnic in the car with me so I can
shook and frankly, hella confused.
It's just, like, why? I just don't get why. Appropriation. I had Jamaicans blowing up my Instagram. Respect, General. We're gonna come to the island. You know what I mean? The Jamaican people showed me the most.
So this was Asuka at Hard Time. She was there for 15 minutes, and she's like, "Get up, get up, get up, y'all!" I was like, "What are you doing?" And there's all these people just turning at us and being like, "This bitch, fucking, what is she saying?" And David doesn't even know what's going on. He's like placating to this fucking just criminal behavior as far as I'm concerned. I was like, "What the fuck are you doing, bro? You need to fucking slap this bitch in the face."
Love, hands down. But then you got all these social justice warriors in America saying that I'm a fucking villain. How do you feel about the idea of cultural appropriation overall? I don't fucking know, dude. If I'm interested in fucking in bullfighting, I can fly to Spain and go watch a bullfight. And if I want to go talk to a matador and say, "Hey, bro, can you teach me how to fucking fight the bulls?" And he's like, "Hell yeah, bro. Here, put this on." He's stoked that I'm stoked. Right? Some asshole out there is gonna say I'm fucked up because I'm culturally appropriating the matador culture. But I'm not even like mad though, because all these haters, they're on the way out, dude. There's more people that fuck with what the fuck I'm saying than there's people that are angry about what the fuck y'all talking about, and that's a motherfucking fact. Big up the whole island, then, man. Don't even do that. Why not? You just need to practice before you go on like a stage like that. Big up to you, then? No, don't do that, dude. How to do it, bro? I don't understand. Big up, say it with passion, bro. Big up to you, then. Big up to you, then.
Chill vibe, dude.
Holy shit.
So what was it like for you growing up as the son of a prominent celebrity? And it was really kind of like a double-edged sword.
Oh, dude, that acting
I
was
was
serious.
And I just lived this life, like super privileged life, like Richie Rich, you know what I mean? And that just wasn't the case.
This is the best
It
video.
was actually the opposite. Damn.
It was the total opposite. Well, here's all my money and guns,
Like,
dude.
look, they never fucking gave me an allowance. I don't know if I'm the brokest rich kid or the richest broke kid. I love my mom and dad a lot, but it was kind of inevitable that I rebelled because they had me like on a really short leash. They're like really like goody square, you know, Boy Scout, Eagle Scout, Scouts Honor type people. You know what I mean? And that was never my vibe. For example, like when I got caught,
It's so cringy, dude.
my mom was out in absolute hysterics. You know what I mean? Like, what was that? I got sent away to the fucking wilderness program when I was 17. 4 in the morning, the lights were on. There's 2 huge dudes in my room. Bodybuilder looking like bouncer types, bald heads. They're like, "You're coming with us. We can do this the easy way or the hard way." And they just, you know, put me in the back of a car and drove me out to the middle of nowhere. This was in my junior year of high school. You ever feel like you wish you had different parents? No, never. Sometimes I just wish that I could have like been more anonymous. Do you think you would have succeeded
Bro, I don't even
to the
know who
same
you are.
degree
I
on
know like the
social
most
media if you were like slave? Probably not.
Chet
That's why
Hanks.
I'm
This is
saying
the
that's
first time I've ever
because
seen this
it's
guy.
He's wearing fucking flip-flops and socks, too.
Big up, big up.
that because like my dad is super famous that like everybody would like want to be my friend and be like kissing my ass, and that just wasn't the case. If I walk into a room and someone's like, "Oh, you know who that is? That's Tom Hanks' son." The logical reaction is for someone to assume that like I must be like a real cocky, arrogant, spoiled brat, like piece of shit. Like people were inclined to hate my guts. I just internalized it, and it just develops me to kind of like have a really negative chip on my shoulder, and be very kind of like defensive, just on edge around like meeting new people. Pussy clot! Fuck them up! I don't know what's wrong with me, boss man Biden! So thinking back, what is the earliest instance you can remember that someone treated you
Boss
super
man
weird
Biden.
because you were Tom Hanks' son? I was nice with Foursquare. I beat this kid in a game of Foursquare, and he got super pissed that I beat him. He was like, "You just think you're so fucking cool because your dad's famous." You know what I mean? And I was like, man, that had nothing to do with it. You know what I mean? I realized then at that moment that like me being like who I am like meant nothing to me, but it meant a lot to other people. This is Chet Hanks.
my fault I had a Foursquare teacher. And probably the best.
My coach is the best Foursquare coach, dude.
Jesus Christ, this
Oh
is
my
so...
god, he's a fucking singer too.
Okay, well, I started writing bars, rhymes,
Oh,
raps,
God,
whatever you want to call it, when I was,
Dude, hashtag bars.
Do you remember what your first bars were? First things first, man, we talking about the hearse. I got mad gifts, but this verse about the curse. When life stops and the good times cease, D-Breeze Aunt and Dice Grandma rest in peace. That was the first verse I ever wrote. So you were coming out the gate pretty hard. Damn, I got these bitches shook. Damn, I can read you like a book. Let's get into White Boy Summer.
Whoa.
White Danada. Rude boy, it's a white boy summer.
That's the best, dude.
Rude boy, it's a white boy summer. What is White Boy Summer? White Boy Summer is White Boy Summer is fun, inclusive. I'm not talking about like Trump, NASCAR type white. I'm talking about, me, John B, Jack Harlow. White Boy Summer is love. It's about the white boys that love black queens, the white boys that are tuned in.
Wow, look at that ass. Holy shit.
That's really what White Boy Summer is all about. Shining a light on interracial relations.
He's like banging that girl's
Songs I can
panocha,
remember.
bro.
White Boy Summer, Black Queen Summer, boom.
Dude, oh my god!
Magic. Can you describe it with your body language?
What?
This is terrible.
The ass cheeks, dog.
So how do the words work when you speak?
This is terrible.
I don't know, dude. I don't really know. I just know a little bit. Big up the whole island massive Jotna Star. Big up the youth then. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. Make the king go up like 7, up. What'd you think about the picture of Adele with the Jamaica bra? Adele. You know I say me a prayer for a long time, but after I see a picture of that, it's sweet. That was tight. To not think or give a fuck at all about what these people are possibly saying or talking about. And then that kind of created a whole different beast. It's like people, like, I'll be getting, like this last week, I'm like getting a haircut. My barber's like, dude, so you're Tom Hanks' son, huh? You really Tom Hanks' son? Tell your dad to come in here. And it's like, yeah, dude, for sure. You actually think I'm gonna tell my dad that? That's the kind of shit me and my dad talk about? But people are so oblivious, dude. You don't even stop to think about how many millions of times have people told me that. You know what my favorite movie of your dad's is? And I'm like, what? You know, Forrest Gump. Oh shit, that's Tom Hanks' son right there. Yeah, look at it.
Look at him.
That's him. He tatted up, get his workout on. Forrest Gump, that's a classic. On my live, Tom Hanks' son right here.
So how do you feel about the fact that you just met Tom Hanks' son?
Hey, it's cool as fuck. Has he seen your music video? Yeah. I showed my mom and my dad. They were like, "This could be this is like Cardi B." That's it. What are your aspirations for your music career? Pop off. I'm trying to be doing shows all fucking summer, dude. Have you written any bars recently that you're hyped about? You can spit for us. I can just spit some freestyle bars for sure. That'd be good. Okay, we're chilling on my balcony. I'm doing an interview with you, Andrew. You know what I'm saying? You're that dude. You got a biker hat on. What's that about? Is it for the clout? It say room 66. I pick up sticks. I might pick up your bitch in a fly ass. You know what I mean? I might go do some burpees right outside of my shit.
Burpees, dog. Shout out to prison,
like a 6-pack. I might drink a 6-pack of Stella with a bitch named Bella, cause I'm a good fella. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's just off the dome, it's off the cuff. I just spit the truth, no bluff. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's a must to keep it real. If you're really in a feel like Holyfield, you already know the deal.
Is this Malibu's most wanted or what?
You know what I mean? It's not on you, it's in you. You know what I'm saying?
So deep, bro. So deep.
I've been that dude. You know what I mean? I've been that dude.
I like how I keep saying Yachty.
He's like transracial.
Yeah.
He's like Jamaican. He was born Jamaican.
Well, when he asked him, do you wish you had different parents? I was wanting him to be like, I wish I was Jamaican.
Just chilling on my porch, big.
He's crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
I just recite it, and every time I recite it, I ignite it. You know what I mean? I ignite it. Because it's lit. You know what I mean? And I'm really with the shits.
And we don't give two shits.
We don't give two shits.
And we about to hit up yo bitch.
We about to pull up with your bitch.
With yo bitch. And 2 sticks.
Okay.
Pick up.
At the badminton club, finna empty out the clip.
Yo, dude, house chicken, dog. What's up,
My boy
dude?
Summer on broke bitch.
I feel like I'm losing brain cells.
That's Shadow 5 for you, brother.
Oh my god.
You didn't watch this shit?
No.
Dude, this is the
This is the
greatest.
thing. You'll find the realest people. This dude is 100% authentic, dog.
Yeah, I know. This is real.
To control the global banking system? No. We're at Venice Beach. That's Chet. I'm Andrew. He's doing 100 burpees. I can only do 30, but tomorrow I'm gonna do 40. So give me all of you in exchange for me. Hey, pop that shit up, man. Yeah, come on, man.
That
Oh my
guy
God.
is out of his fucking
No,
mind, bro.
this guy's videos are godlike, dude. You should check him out sometime. He used to be all gas, no brakes, but then he got like.
Oh, is that the same people?
Yeah.
It's the same guy, yeah.
Gotcha, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so good, dude.
All right, well, let's fucking end this fucking
John,
madness.
thank
Put
you
it
for
on.
being on, brother.
Wait,
Thank
for
you for
having me,
sending this
guys.
attitude.
Yeah, appreciate you guys.
So that was it, guys. I hope we don't get canceled. Those jokes about stealthing or whatever,
What a fucking
Or,
joke.
Find out next time.
or you know, some of those FGC early that molestation thing. That was a troll.
We would never do that.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Just ourselves and each other. No innocent victims here. Okay. All right, later, guys.